Oh yeah, it's time to talk. You ready to talk to me? 'Cause I'm ready to talk to you. You want to talk? Let's talk. Oh shit. Yeah, yo. Yo, it's cold as hell, dog. Like these last 2, 3 days, it's been cold as hell, and it's gonna be cold as hell tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow after I drop my son off at the bus. It's gonna be brick Jesus, brick Jesus, brick Jesus. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm sure some of you will have heard the rumors that's out there about the PBC, what's going on with them. Because I tried to keep a lid on it when I was first told. I tried to keep a lid on it because I ain't just going to be spreading it to be spreading it. I want to see if there's any truth to it or whatever. And, it's a lot of people saying a lot of things, man, that are the fighters' contracts have been sold to Turkey, that he didn't, what I heard was he didn't buy the PBC because the brand is in debt. If you buy the brand, you adopt the debt. And that don't make no damn sense. Like, what am I going to buy this brand for and adopt this massive ass debt for this thin ass stable? That makes no sense. But what you can do in a situation like that is, if you're Al Heyman and you're the PBC, you can auction off the contracts, the individual contracts, because it's the PBC that's in debt, not the fighters. That's the rumor that's out there, you know what I mean? Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I just know that's the rumor that's out there, that a lot of them contracts have been sold. A lot of the contracts of they fighters, which makes sense because somebody not going to want to take the PBC off your hands if you owe that much money. You know what I mean? What it do, ASVP? So instead of selling the brand, you sell the individual contracts and you make money that way. Because it's not like the fighters themselves are the ones that are in debt. It's the brand, But I heard that shit, and it seems like that rumor's getting around because I see more and more people talking about it, And I ain't talked to them about it, but I guess they must have heard the same thing that I heard. So, I see my man Ryan O'Hara talking about it. Shout out to my man Ryan O'Hara, my fellow Filipino. Even though I'm not Filipino, I still fuck with him. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people talking about that shit. Mr. Calderon said, good. Hopefully Turkey puts Davis in there with Bud. Man, I hope he put him in there with Better Beef. I hope he put his ass in there with Better Beef. Go ahead. You hit like a heavyweight. Ain't that what your fans say? You hit like a heavyweight. So fighting a light heavyweight shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? What it do, Richie Alvarez? What it do, Mr. Calderon? Paro, que lo que malin. Martin, ya tú sabes, manín. The good guy wins. Ya tú sabes, manín. Mr. Giancarlo, ya tú sabes, manín. Brooklyn boy, yeah. El Dani López. Está fuerte el Dani López. Muy fuerte el Dani. And yeah, yo, that's what I heard, y'all. I heard that shit, I want to say maybe 3 to 4 days ago, that the individual contracts is what basically got auctioned off, which is tantamount to auctioning off the stable itself. Because if you do it that way, you get to put that money in your pocket without the purchaser adopting your debt, because ain't nobody going to adopt that debt, bro. For what they would be getting versus what they would be owing, ain't nobody going to adopt that debt, bro. El Dani López está muy fuerte, el Dani. Muy fuerte. Recoñazo. Already Turkey buying 10% of the zone. Why not the others? I mean, the thing is that if you purchase 10% in the zone, it's an investment in the future based on the potentiality of that platform and what it could become. Whereas when you look at the PBC, and I've often wondered about this, that they still owe that money. Because I remember by 2016, they had already lost like $400 million by 2016 of the investors' money. of the investor's money. That's what it is at Paraguay. You hit the nail on the head that there's no value. For you to say, well, I'm going to buy it so that I could get this stable, you would end up owing. You might end up owing. So it's like, well, what I'm going to do that for? I could just buy these contracts. That's what I heard, man. That's what I heard. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I know that that's the rumor that is out there. That is what is out there. You know what I mean? The shit is that, look, Thurman about to fight in Australia. That should tell you everything you need to know about them, bro. Thurman about to go fight Jock Bravis in Australia, bro. They come from a land down under, where the women go and men thunder. He about to fight in Australia, bro. This a dude that would not accept a Terrence Crawford fight. But he about to get that passport out. About to head over to Australia. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. He trying to get that Turkish hair transplant, bro. Trying to get the money up for that. That's what he trying to do. Don't be surprised you start seeing Thurman with a LeBron hairline, bro. He got one of them LeBron joints. Shit looking like a wool sweater. And the shit is that Keith Thurman represents the golden era of PBC. When things were good, when they had money, when they were doing good viewership. Because you got to remember, his fight with Danny Garcia, it did numbers, man. I think 5. What did they say? How many people seen that fight? It was a crazy number, bro. I remember it was in the millions. It was like 3 or 4. It was on terrestrial television, in fairness, though. It was on terrestrial television. But still, that's good that you could say 5-6 million people cared about this programming. That's good. But those days are long gone. So if you needed a barometer for where they are as an organization, Keith Thurman is your barometer. A fighter that has not fought in 3 years is going to Australia to fight a prospect. That tells you everything you need to know. You going to Australia for Brock Jarvis? Y'all made Tim Tszyu come to y'all. But you going to Australia for him? Damn, I guess the situation got worse since then. It must have. Spence is out. Thurman is now. Andre Berto next. The Gooch said, didn't Keith and Porter do well? Yeah, that did good numbers too. Good TV ratings. Because remember, that wasn't a pay-per-view. That was a regular fight. They wasn't always, I mean, like, I'm going to say that it's not that every fight that they put out was bad. It was a couple of good ones that did good business, good viewership, like Thurman Garcia, Thurman Porter. I personally liked Lara versus Hurd. That was a fun fight. I did enjoy Charlo versus Williams. I did enjoy Charlo versus Lubin. Jermel, I liked him versus Rosario. I liked him versus Castaño. Those 2 fights, I think those 2 fights were great fights. It wasn't all bad. It's just that you could kind of see they really didn't know what they was doing. Like, and we talk about that to no end. That yeah, they just didn't know what they was doing, man. Because you treating boxing like it's a heist, and it's not a heist, bro. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and y'all treating it like it's a bank robbery, and you know, and it is what it is. You know, they fuck now. That's what I heard, though. That's what I heard. You know, but credit to Turkey because he's keeping their fighters active, right? I mean, if he wasn't going to use Rolly, what you got to ask yourself is, would Rolly have even fought this year if Turkey wasn't using him? You know? Would Carlos Adames have fought this year if Turkey wasn't using him? I don't think so. I don't think so. So it is what it is, bro. Gooch, I mean, Roman, what it do? Ignacio, what it do? Undefeated. You still undefeated, bro?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, I just know one thing, bro. I just know one thing. If it ain't about 2025, you better not thug me, son.
Better not fuck me, son.
And that's
better not fuck me, son.
And that's for Tim Tszyu. Don't duck.
Don't fuck him, son. Don't fuck him. Yo, that dude 36, bro. 36 años, manín. El diablo. Where does the time go, bro? Keith Thurman, bro.
God dang.
So he's washed
older.
up.
Manin, he's older than Canelo.
That is. And you know what's sad?
Fuck.
You
Why
know
are they
what's
bringing
sad?
this guy back?
Bro, hold on. Don't say they, my dude. I think that dude is just broke. He going to Australia, Don. I think he broke. Like, bro, whatever money you had, you must have spent it. Because you couldn't get that dude to do nothing. Now, he about to go to Australia for Brock Jarvis, bro.
With all due respect,
What I was wondering is,
with all due respect, sorry, 1 second. Let me say one thing real quick. With all due respect, if you got a guy who is legitimately flying on Spirit Airlines, like back from a fight, you don't have money, dude. I mean, I will.
Shout out the villain. Shout out the villain. Because I thought I was the only one that caught that.
Bro, I flew out to Vegas on Spirit, and I was like, there's no other options in this. That's literally the only airline that I could take. And when I got on that flight, I'm like, oh shit, is this serious? And then I saw Keith Thurman. I said, okay, you ain't got no money, man. You got no fucking money.
Check it out.
He wasn't sitting even in the good seats in Spirit.
My dude,
he was
Spirit is like taking a church bus to Atlantic City, bro. Fuck you doing on Spirit Airlines, bro? Like you Keith Thurman, bro.
That
fuck
shit is
going
like
on?
Yo, Jules.
Like going to Vegas and staying at the Hooters hotel. Like, bro,
Jules, you should see who he married. That's why that dude has no money.
No, yo la vi, ella es linda. But that pussy looks expensive, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, maybe Keith needs that RoboCop outfit that you show him with Julius. That's what
he could go to Universal Studios on the weekends, bro. Better alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Murphy. You know what I'm saying? It's that dude, bro. But yo, how the mighty have fallen. Y yo lo dije porque he represents the golden era of PBC. Que cuando he was doing his thing, they were actually doing much better than they are now. Much better. That's the time that he represents. And you could kind of clock and chart the demise of the PBC based on his inactivity, that the less active he was, the worse off they were. Because look, he coming off of 3 years of inactivity, fam. 3. The Mario Barrios fight was 3 years ago, bro.
And Barrios has fought like 5 times since then.
Bro, Barrios is pound for pound now, bro. He's on a pound for pound. He's WBC pound for poundian, bro.
I remember.
Interim list?
Say it again.
Do they have a pound for pound interim list?
No. He's a full. In fairness, he is a full champion. In fairness, he is the full WBC gravy champion, bro. That's how long Keith been gone, bro.
It's kind of sad because he is the one that opened up Fox, and he is the one that opened up NBC. Yeah. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
He was unified champion too.
Well, the thing is that they don't. I mean, like I always go back to Danny Jacobs because he left the PBC at a time where it was taboo to do so, and Artur Beterbiev, he left the PBC at a time where it was taboo to do that. Because remember, he was with Yvonne Michelle. Yvonne Michelle takes his stable off of HBO, takes him over to Showtime. Artur was part of that stable, but Artur did it faster than anybody. He was promised 3 to 4 fights per year. As soon as he saw that they wasn't giving him that, he got the fuck up out of there. As soon as he saw that shit.
Smart move.
Yeah. Now look at him now, bro. His beard is longer. He hits harder. He's meaner.
He's undisputed.
Great. Undisputed, bro. Never would have happened if he would have stayed over there. Never would have happened.
Never close.
And
he got 2 life-changing bags from Turkey.
Yeah.
And Keith Thurman is coming back before Earl. That shit's sad.
Yo, that's crazy, right? That's how long it's taken Earl that Keith is having a comeback. The funny, you know what would be fucked up? If Brock fucks him up, bro. That'll be fucked up, bro.
Hey, so
Jules,
PBC's over, right?
Say it again. Look, this is el rumor. This is what I was told. Whether or not you want to believe it, I'll leave it up to you. But the way that I was told it is, they sold the contracts, not the brand. Because if you buy the brand, you get the debt. So they sold the contracts. That means that most, if not all of them fighters is Turkey's fighters now. That's just what I was told. and that goes in effect in May. That's what I was told.
Good.
Now you can make it at what you will, but
So
what does
that
I don't
mean?
know if it's good.
So what does that mean? So what does that mean then with the brand? I mean, clearly the contracts, are the ones that have the merit. But what does that leave with the brand of PBC? Does it just dissipate and disappear?
No, it's a dummy company, bro. It's a net negative. It's a nothing. It won't be worth anything. The only assets that they had were the contracts with the fighters, but it looks like they're so strapped for cash, they're auctioning off the fighters.
God,
basically, you're selling them.
So they sold them for like pennies on the dollar, Jules.
Manín, de verdad, those were the words that were used, bro.
Wow.
Those would. I'm just.
Wow.
And once again, yo no te estoy diciendo de que no with an absolute certitude. I am only relaying what is out there. That them contracts got sold, and it wasn't for a lot. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a lot.
Damn.
You're not the only one saying that though. There's other people who are kind of sprinkling out the same thing. They're not outwardly saying it, but if there's smoke, there's fire. And we all know with the downturn of the PBC brand over the last at least 4 or 5 years that this would not be a shock if this was true.
And the real thing is that if they had the resources to do their own shows, then they wouldn't probably have to do that. But if you're in a situation where you can't do shows, you can't generate capital, right? The only thing you can do is sell off your assets. It's like a garage sale, Like, hey, we got Brandon Figueroa at $25. You know what I'm saying?
Jules, it's more like a fire sale.
Yeah,
like
fire
everything
sale.
must go.
It's a clearance sale.
Does that
a
mean
clearance
that
sale.
Canelo
If they have 2 Elmiras, I'll take 2 of those. If they have $50.
Is Canelo officially off them then? Is Canelo officially no longer on
Canelo, this isn't out there yet. I heard it about 2 weeks ago. It's done. He signed a 3-fight deal with Turkey Al Sheikh.
So he's officially out.
Didn't he have a 3-fight deal with Heyman?
Say it again?
Didn't he have a 3-fight deal with Heyman before that?
Mierda. Yo dije que eso es that was something that people were saying as if Canelo's going to be locked into a deal that he can't get out of. I maintain that's Canelo, bro. That dude do what the fuck he want when the fuck he want to do it. He not locked down to shit. As soon as he want to go, he going to go.
Yeah, I believe Jules, because how is it that Al could come up with 30 or 40 mil for him, but he couldn't come up with enough money to pay Tank?
¿Verdad? Con Canelo, y yo lo dije, con Canelo, whether you like Canelo, you love Canelo, or you hate him, one fucking thing is for certain. With him, you may as well be printing money because the fight will sell itself. He's Canelo, bro. And his weigh-ins, there are more people at a Canelo weigh-in than your average PBC fight. Look at the fucking weigh-ins, bro. It's like Julius Caesar speaking or something. My Romans.
Did you get the Charlo brothers for 2 for half?
Bro, what are them motherfuckers even worth? Yo, did y'all hear about Jamal?
2 for half.
What happened?
He's not fighting Cornflake, bro. He's supposed to fight Cornflake.
Oh yeah. So
who?
what happened?
What?
Jules, them dudes got sold like the Dollar Tree food, 2 for
They got
$1.
sold for some alcohol. They got sold for some alcohol, man.
Y'all see them Hanes underwears that come in a 3-pack? That's the Charlo brothers. You buy 2 Charlos and you get a side of Lubin, bro. You get like a be like, no, pero de verdad, lo que yo estoy diciendo es que, mira, esos tipos tienen 34 años, both Charlo brothers, 34 years old. They're finished. They are done. Like Jermel's supposed to be coming back. Listen, I'll believe it when I see it. And Jermel, bro, he been finished. I think it's been 2 years since his last fight. The Jose Benavidez fight. Like, it's either a year or 2 years. Like, yo, dog, like, y'all careers is over, bro. Like, they done. Y'all not, it don't get better from here.
So David is solely with Lukowitz or what?
Mira, yo te dije lo que él va a hacer, manín. Si él le gana a David Morrell, I'm going to put it out there that I believe he will go to Golden Boy. It's the best move for him. It's the best move, He don't want better beef and Bivol. I think we all agree on, like, we've said that a million times. So if you don't want them, where do you go? You go to fucking Oscar, because not for nothing, he could promote you better than the PBC anyway. Oscar got the inside track on the West Coast and the Chicano fans. It's the truth. They fuck with him. They fuck with him. And if you go over there, I promise you, you might get bigger than you ever been.
Yep.
And y'all know I don't like David Benavidez, but yeah, I think you and Oscar together, it could be some shit. Could be some shit.
Fundora too.
You know that, Jules, you know that once he signs fucking Burger Vitas, they're going to celebrate by doing a few lines of coke.
Bro, them dudes is going to go
Well, they're
crazy.
doing ass clap Tuesday.
You know how Uncle Scrooge jumps into a giant thing of coins, bro? Them dudes.
Yeah, they're going to jump in a giant pile of coke.
Them dudes is going to be making snow angels that
Yeah.
day, bro.
Oscar's girl
With
and David's
Tank.
girl are gonna be talking about plastic surgery and shit.
Yo, I don't even think that bitch is a real woman. I think that's a coke robot, bro. You squeeze her ass and a little bit of coke comes out. A little bit of coke. Just hold the glass to the shit. A little bit of
Like
coke
the
comes
robot
out.
for Paulie and Rocky IV, Jules.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, Jules? I was thinking also that Oscar de la Hoya, since he sold Ring Magazine, he's probably just looking for a few more checks and maybe just sell the Golden Boy whole thing entirely and just fly into the sunset.
Posiblemente, pero también no te la pierdas que la situación que tiene Oscar, he doesn't do most of the work, you know. Okay, and he's not staying up late at night. Ay, Dios mío, que yo voy a hacer? Like, that's Eric Gomez is. He is, but Oscar.
Él se pregunta eso, pero ay, ¿qué yo voy a hacer con todo este perico? Ay, santísimo.
Come on, he ain't asking himself that. He does that shit.
But all jokes aside, like,
No, es verdad. That's fiction, because Oscar knows exactly what to do, bro. He's
Exactly.
Exactly what he's supposed
He
to
does.
bro.
He does a couple of lines and then he drinks some tequila right after.
No, pero de verdad lo que yo estoy diciendo es que para mí Oscar wouldn't sell Golden Boy porque it's not a stressor to him. He's not the one doing the grunt work. Eric Gomez and the Golden Boy staff are doing the grunt work. Oscar's off somewhere wearing a fucking Speedo, bro.
Señores, el nombre es que Jules, el nombre del set itself, The Golden Boy, él no hace nada. El niño
Él no hace nada.
Huele.
No es verdad. Somebody, I forgot who said it. Somebody said it that Oscar doesn't even do shit. Like I forgot. Was it Rashidi Ellis? It was somebody that used to be over there that is not over there now. And they said Oscar don't do nothing.
He's the
We
figurehead.
just have to go back, and you remember when he went to rehab, and Richard Schaefer was like involved with the PBC. It was so easy because he got tired of like doing all the dirty job for him.
También.
Oddly enough, as soon as he left, everybody left because everybody knew.
Sí, pero también eso es traicionero. Like Richard, remember en eso tiempo, Richard Schaefer and Oscar Golden Boy, that was basically Batman and Robin. That Richard was a good guy to have around at that time. Like that is a genuine double cross. That's one of the most brazen double crosses that happened in plain sight. That you had all these fighters and he got up with Heyman and y'all decided y'all gonna go do your own thing. That was a brazen double cross, and you took advantage. You took advantage that this dude is fiended out right now, so now is the time to do it. Pero mira como look at how this shit happened. Richard Schaefer's basically not in boxing no more, bro. Like all the reputation and all the shit that he had, it's over for that, bro. He's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions. Now tell me, when's the last time? And no es verdad. When's the last time Mayweather Promotions did a show, bro?
Yo creo que I think he's now in rehab.
That's like being the CEO of these fucking kitchens, bro. CEO of this package of
No,
rabbits,
ese,
bro.
pero a ese tissue quítale todo el ego que tiene Mayweather.
Jules, it's pretty funny that Schaefer is not around. He's persona non grata, but yet Don King is still in boxing.
No, but you know what's crazy? Don King has done more shows in the last 12 months than Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
Karma seems to me that this is one of the most obvious cases of karma that would have happened in front of a large group of people, that everything you acquired was basically stolen, and as easily as you got it, that's as easily as it went away, because the PBC is not old. The PBC is literally younger than Matchroom. Matchroom been around longer than the PBC. Queensberry been around longer than the PBC. They were the youngest outfit of the major ones that's out. And as soon as they came, that's as soon as they left. Roughly 10 years. Roughly.
Yep.
Bad
And have you
business
guys
model.
seen the documentary on Max? It's the Oscar De La Hoya documentary.
What about it?
I was asking if any of you guys saw that.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I didn't see it. No,
it's
no,
good.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
It's good. It's worth watching.
Hey, what's the documentary again? If you don't mind me asking, I might have missed it.
What's the what?
The documentary name?
Oh, it's called The Golden Boy.
The Golden
Golden
Boy.
Boy.
It's on,
Oh
it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
H-
No,
it's
it's
on
absolutely
HBO,
good.
I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely
Yeah,
good.
it's on HBO. So basically, it states that Eric Gomez is running it, and they talk about it in the documentary that he's not running it, and he couldn't really do the day to day.
Yeah.
He just
Bro, basically what that whole thing reveals is that Oscar is one of the biggest pieces of shit you will ever see in your life. Like, that's what it reveals.
Nah, in fairness, I never expected that Oscar at this point he's micromanaging people and he's in the file cabinet looking for nah, he's not. He's fucking abroad in a golf course, bro. That's what
Exactly.
and I'm not even mad at him. Like I would do that. Like fuck, I look like being stuck in this fucking file cabinet all day.
Right.
Y'all do that. I'm gonna go get high. Fuck yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Oscar right now,
he's gonna be with his robot.
He's Tesla, Gary.
Essentially, he had like a bunch of kids that he never even met, and some of them he talked to. Financially, though, he took care of them, but some of them he didn't even meet until they were like adults.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
all jokes aside.
Yeah, but
all
the shit
jokes
is,
aside,
hold
man.
on, one at a time. The shit is, I wouldn't want to be known as Oscar's son, because as soon as shit pop off, them fishnet pictures gonna come out.
Imagine they roping you. Imagine they roping you and they bring your daddy.
So imagine you, Oscar's son, and you all of a sudden be walking around with some skinny jeans. It's like, oh no.
Imagine you getting into an argument and they say that's why Bernard Hopkins beat the shit out your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
All jokes aside, Jules, and panel, like I remember back in the amateurs, I used to hear crazy stories about Oscar, like having like 14-year-olds pregnant in Mexico and shit. Like he used to like those things.
Manín, es que ese tipo es loquito.
Es un enfermo.
Él es loquito, ese tipo.
Pero es que también.
Él tiene mucha trauma. Se le ve en la cara that he's got a lot of trauma. Is a part of his baggage.
Es que yo te voy a decir una vaina, man. Like how Oscar was famous, I don't really think nobody was, man.
No, no, he was big, but to me, the trauma that he has is before that. Like they fucked him in his ass, bro. Like somebody played in his butthole. I don't know who it was. But somebody played, because he not like, if you think about how Oscar was when we were kids, he was the golden boy, prim and proper, presentable. The bitches like him. Now he's like Charlie Sheen with boxing gloves, bro. All you need is an STD.
Cuban.
All you need is all I need to do is hear tomorrow that like, yo, Oscar got herpes. Yep, all right.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy because like the other day he had like one of those like shirts and he actually looked like Charlie Sheen, like one of those Hawaiian shirts.
Charlie Sheen with boxing gloves, bro. Like he's winning, bro.
Yo, Jules, the only thing that we can say is that what fucked him up was that his mom died and his dad literally treated him kind of like the black sheep of the family.
Yeah,
that's what fucked him up.
Pero tú no te recuerdas que él tenía como, I think he said his mother was not good to him and she never told him she loved him. I remember him
No, it's the other way around, Jules.
Yeah, his dad was
the dad.
Cool. Yeah, his dad was cool.
It was the dad.
Yeah.
But
his dad was never happy for him.
The dad hardly believed in him, and the dad even admitted, like, if my son were to fight Chavez when he was on his prime, Chavez would have kicked his ass, and shit like that.
Yeah, his dad was
on his side, dude. You're supposed to be advocating for your kid, and
the biggest indictment.
Espérese un momento, pero también eso no es la verdad.
Yeah. Chavez was an animal. Chavez was an animal. Jules, the biggest indictment of that whole documentary about his relationship with his dad was that when they're interviewing the dad doesn't even say my son. He says the kid.
Tú sabes lo que es? Te lo voy a decir lo que es. Nada más una cosa that could make a father disassociate himself from his boy like that.
Pajarería.
He's only... Lo dijiste.
What was it?
I think that the reason
Flaming
his dad
cigarette
is,
action.
I think that Claggett.
Mhm.
Claggett. What rhymes with Claggett? Don't fucking say it.
Bugarroneando, eh?
Mm.
Jules, why can't we say pato?
Hey, hello, hey, you know shit. Lo que yo estoy diciendo es que el papá, a lo mejor, he saw him doing something, and he
Bugarroneando.
don't, you know what I'm saying? Y ahora he doesn't, ese no es mío. You know, he's not mine. You know,
Ese
he-
muchacho
he's-
el
He's got
diablo,
money,
no,
though,
no,
right?
no.
His
Ese muchacho
dad
el
was
diablo, no, no.
his dad was a real Mexican boy.
yeah, but like he should have just disowned him, like steal some money from Oscar and just fuck off to Mexico after
Es
that,
que
bro.
también
Like,
acuérdate que cuando Oscar se mudó para Puerto Rico, he struggled a lot too.
yeah, he
He
did.
lived their life for 9 years. Also,
No,
like that
pero
was a
también,
big thing.
no, pero también con Oscar, like a part of the problem is like that the way that he came up. Remember, he was young and famous, very young and famous, and I think for him it was like a bomb. You know that you want to wear cock rings and do strange shit, but you can't because all these bitches like you, and they trying to get you some pussy, and you
I
got to
mean,
take it because if you don't take it, everybody gonna think you weird. You know?
I don't know. I
Mm.
grew up. I went to school not too far from Whittier, and the stories were always that he was just running through women. I mean, just
I believe it. The thing is, it's
That's
not
true.
the thing.
That's
No,
true.
wait a minute.
There wasn't
No,
any.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I,
It's not that I don't believe that. It's that I believe he was overcompensating for the other feelings that he got. Because that's not it. You know our communities, bro. Especially in those times, that would not have been deemed acceptable. A lot of the shit that he probably is into and shit. Because them hookers that he locked in that hotel room, they was saying some shit. That he paid them to do some strange shit. And in them times, especially when he was coming through and he was young, that was not going to be deemed acceptable in the communities that we come from. So yeah, you gotta fuck a lot of them bitches because you don't want nobody to get wise. It's like the Ricky Martin shit.
So you're talking about the utensil stuff?
Yeah, they was hard. They was playing hard the peanut butter
Oh,
with
yeah.
that motherfucker,
No,
bro.
la cuchara a la sopa.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what the prostitute said. That's what they was doing, and he himself admitted that the Russians used the photos from that escapade to extort him. They used that they were trying to extort him, but eventually the shit came out. So it just is what it is. But yeah,
I
like
think he got.
he got a lot of baggage. He got a lot of baggage.
I think he got to a point he just didn't give a shit. It's like, fuck it, I'm rich and still gonna
no,
fuck bitches.
que yo voy a hacer, you know what I'm saying? Well, what
Yeah,
is he
que se
gonna
joda,
do,
loco,
bro?
well,
Like,
he paid. He
So
paid out.
basically, Jules, you're saying that Oscar was an undercover Mari?
bueno, he's not under the covers anymore, bro.
Yeah,
He's in the
exactly.
washing machine now, bro. He's in the dryer.
Ya la colgaron afuera.
I'm saying, like, no, porque él tenía su manera, like, de verdad. If you watch the old videos of this guy, right? Who seen that Tupac video when he's in Juilliard?
Oh yeah.
Before he's gangstalicious, before he's pretending to be Bishop
Yeah, Jules,
24
like-
hours a day.
If you watch that video on mute, you're not gonna think about Tupac the same way.
And so look, no, I already did that. And I'm saying, if you look at Oscar has an aerobics video from that time, and it's like, bro, if you didn't know nothing about this dude and you just watch that video, this motherfucker don't like pussy.
Just put it like this, Jules.
He like pussy.
And
You
then
just put it like this,
that
Jules.
Spanish
Yeah,
album he did.
No, just put it like this, Jules. In anybody's prime, let's say like high school, your 20s, college, whatever. Everybody has stories of ese muchacho no es fácil. Why Tupac only have stories of giving like letters to her friends and like liking candles?
No, de verdad, mira, yo voy a decir que la música de ese tipo is legendary, and I'm always gonna
It
give
is.
him his flowers. I'm always gonna give him his flowers for that. But the older I got, and the more stories from people that I heard, Michael Ja White just said that shit too. They're like, yeah, Tupac was basically playing it. He was being Bishop 24 hours a day after he did Juice. That was his whole thing, like, because he wasn't like that. You could see it in the fucking video there. And not for nothing, I ain't trying to hate on nobody. I'm just saying that he looked like he's on some other type of shit. And then after that, he becomes the most gangster motherfucker on the planet. Like, yo, how that happen?
The good backup story for that is a friend of mine is an actor, and he was on a show called Snowfall, and he was telling me that he worked with another guy on the show that worked with Tupac, and they grew up going on the bus to theater school, and he was definitely not a gangster. He was a very quiet and very feminine kind of guy.
Yeah,
he was a theater guy.
He was.
You know what I think? What happened though? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's just short. Like I think what happened is like he was just like this quiet, rudimentary, like smart dude or whatever. And he plays a couple of characters. And if you know anything about actors, they have to go. Some of them, they have, especially method actors, they have to go to psychological treatment after certain roles. Like because
also,
he probably just got stuck on that role.
Let me say this: that once again, it goes back to what I said about in those times. For people of our age group, I'm in my early 40s, so anybody of my age group, you gonna know that in them times, a lot of shit was really not acceptable. And it's like, yeah, of course you're gonna try to be the macho man and the gangsterlicious one, because at that time, that's what everybody expected you to be. You gotta be that. You can't be that other shit. There's a stigma in the communities that we come from. They're like, yeah, especially in them times. So when you look at that video of him when he's a teenager and he's very young and he's at Juilliard, Brody, that ain't the same dude you see in the music videos.
Well, even Julius, even after that, he was in a band before. I forgot the name of the band. If you remember this, because I was from, grew up in the 80s.
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. Stop what you're doing. He was a dancer in that group or something. Listen,
he also carried the equipment. The guy was a gopher to begin with. He was a gopher.
Literally he was. He was.
He didn't do anything. Yeah, he got put on. The whole thing was an act. I mean, I don't mean to say it negatively, but I mean, how many actors do you like? Liam Neeson. We all love Liam Neeson, right? If you watch Liam Neeson prior, he didn't always play like that role. He ended up
look at Darkman and try not to laugh. Look at Darkman.
Yeah.
That's a hard challenge, man.
But I'm saying is legitimately, you got to look at it from his vantage point. Is that the dude made a shit ton of money off of having that image. So if he would have done anything else besides that, it would have been over for him. He had to keep that up. That's what the public wanted.
That villain, and frankly, it's a role that he played that got carried away, because the other thing is there were true stories of there's stories out there like, yeah, he shot at the cops. So it's almost like a role that snowballed and got carried away. And you ended up dying playing that character, being that character. It ended up getting you killed, And when you think about Oscar saved himself by releasing his inner George Michael. He like his asshole expanded and a rainbow shot out that shit.
Inner Boogerang came out, right?
Yeah, like he on his Zoolander now. Like, you don't see how happy he ain't really happy, but he, he's not tormented. He's sniffing lines of coke off that weird looking bitch's ass. He's going crazy, man.
I think he got to a point. It's like, I just want to live the rest of my life, man. I think he just got to a point like, I just gonna live the rest of my life.
Well, that bitch face got too many goddamn corners. Like, what the fuck she got?
Yeah, it looks like a dude, bro. I mean,
bitch look like a brat store. Shout out to the coach. Shout out to Coach Malachi. I see you, bro. Open the gate said weird because I always thought Oscar's dad had some real suspect energy. I don't know, B. They all
nah. There, bro. His dad is not one of them dudes. No way. Not the way he came across in the documentary. He's an old school, tough as nails, fucking old Mexican dude. He's not about that shit.
Yeah, bro. Oscar's just on a different kind of time, bro. You ever got your shit pushed in, Holmes? That's Oscar. That's the time he on, bro.
It sound like y'all hating on Oscar, man. It sound like one big hate fest.
No, we ain't hating on Oscar, bro. He just, he got to be who he is, and that's the way it is. You got to be who you are, Oscar. And if you the kind of guy that needs to wear cock rings and shit like that, hey man, do what you need to do, bro. Because you need to do it.
I think Oscar, bro, Oscar gets respect from the boxing world. It's just like, when it comes to like his psychological things, you get to the nitty gritty. But in the boxing world, everybody respect the dude.
No, people respect him as a fighter, but it's just that at the end of the day, he is more than a fighter. He hasn't been a fighter in a very long time. His boxing career ended a very long time ago. So the Oscar that we're used to seeing is not boxing Oscar. It's party animal Oscar. It's for real. National Lampoon's
Oscar. It's drunk in Pasadena Oscar.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
Something I'm gonna give Oscar is his clothes, man. He actually knows how to dress.
But to the point, because this all started from the question: do you think that Oscar would ever sell Golden Boy? I would say no, because he's not actually the one doing the work. So what reason would there be to sell it? Unless somebody just comes along and offers you a ridiculous amount of money, more than makes actual sense. I don't see Oscar selling that, because for him, that's residual revenue, and he doesn't have to do a fucking thing. Somebody else is doing all the work. So why would he sell it?
Doesn't he have partners though? They're not making the money they were making.
They're probably not. But as long as he get enough to get a low 8 ball, he don't give a shit, bro. He's cooling, bro. He ain't worried about nothing.
This is a dude who made like damn near $500 million in his career. He's not worried about where his next meal's coming from.
Go ahead, coach.
No, I was saying it seems like we talking about Oscar with this with his fruitiness. Hell, I know a light skinned fighter from Baltimore that's he's on that. And certain content creator, I ain't gonna say no names, she go talking about tattoos, and I saw that video you put out.
He got tattoos on his leg, that one, the one with tattoos.
Rolls and
look at his braids.
Rocking man purses.
Yo, check it out, because Boxing Ego literally there was a screenshot that I saw on X of Boxing Ego literally posting Gervonta braids, and I'm like, yo, if this ain't the auntiest shit you ever seen, bro, like really, you posting his braids, bro, really? It's like, I'm saying, like it's
Nah, Jules, the one that got me was when you took a screenshot of that fucking list he wrote about what he liked about Tank. I was like, come on, my man. That shit was mad suspect.
Bro, that's like some diary shit, like you get home
and you have to have the music. The worst thing is, he was licking his lips whenever he was writing that list too.
No, the worst thing is that both fucking heels were in the air when he was writing that.
bro, I saw the video. Hey, I was gonna stall him out, right?
Yeah, coach.
Hey, Jules, I was gonna stall him out when I saw your video. I said, yeah, this motivated me to just go ahead and do what I need to do.
Yo,
bro, I say he was really probably laying on his stomach, like you said, both heels in the air. Did Gervonta? I like you so much.
I saw
tattoo.
I saw you yesterday at the Barclays by the water fountain. It's like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? And the shit is that, look, here's reality. We are the ones in the minority, us old guys, because the future's for the young. It's not for us. It's for the young. So we're actually the ones in the minority in the sense that, yo, a lot of people watch his videos and shit. That's just reality, whether you agree with him or not. And that mean that, yeah, they like that shit too. They sitting there with their heels in the air too. I saw Gervonta at the ice skating rink. Yo, he was wearing patent leather condoms. It's like, what?
Yeah. Sucking on a lollipop.
No, and you're right, Jules, because have you seen the video of him dancing in his kitchen?
Like, and you're like, what?
I was just mentioning that, yeah.
No, but they
in the
like
comments, you
shit,
see like,
bro.
oh man, that's a fire dance, man. Oh man, there you go, King.
Do all right. Yo, look, I seen somebody else, because I really don't even be wanting to argue about Gervonta on Twitter. So I barely mention this motherfucker, because I already know the SAS police gonna get me. But I seen two other motherfuckers, and it be the same shit. It's always a dude weigh like 110 pounds soaking wet. Won't you just stop hating on him? Like, I already know what you like about Gervonta, bro, and it ain't these, bro. It ain't boxing.
Those guys that buy, those hundreds Lucy's from the store, with shitty ass tattoos.
You know what I'm saying?
Jordans.
Like motherfucker wear the same jeans for a week and all that. Like
the true religion type jeans, with the sticker on still.
All right,
the price tag on.
And I ain't gonna be sitting here arguing with no 17-year-old that wants to have sex with Gervonta, because that's what y'all young motherfuckers just need to come right out and say that. Like, stop arguing with people about boxing. Y'all don't like boxing. Y'all just want to do something with that dude. That's all that shit is, bro.
You know how I picture the typical Tank Davis fan? It's like that dude with like apparently $4,000 just worth in clothes on it, and just on the bus stop waiting for the bus.
For real, you wore all that shit. You spent all that bread to ride the same one train as me. You stupid.
Pajarazo.
You get on Spirit Airlines.
We, we both, yo, bro, we both getting off at 96, bro. Like, what the fucking difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have got some Adidas for that shit.
Man, you can get some fucking Can Reef 96, man, with that shit.
No, and the other shit is that I don't know, man. I just wish if I it could inject all the shit that I know as a 42-year-old into a younger me, like, yo, dog, like, I don't know why young motherfuckers spend all this money on these clothes. Long as you fit the clothes good, it don't even matter what the fucking clothes are, bro.
Exactly.
Just fit the clothes good, bro.
You know
it
what's
don't matter
going
what
on?
they are.
You know what's going on,
Jules?
Jules? Is that Diddy era? You know, those are Diddy disciples. All those
Yeah.
dudes that argue about clothing and shit. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
if you know, dog, like if you know you got swag and if you know who you are, like you don't care what the fuck you wear, bro. I just wear like,
I'll pull a bitch in a UPS uniform, motherfucker.
oh yeah, man. Listen,
in a FedEx,
dude,
wearing a FedEx uniform.
dude, I've been
baby, like
hanging
the
around with my.
fuck?
Yo, I've been hanging around with my boys. You know how Dominicans do. They want to exaggerate, you know, with the Gucci belt and shit. You know what I mean? And I just been going on with my Old Navy pants, you know, blue jeans, white shirt, some bands, and bitches just being behind me, you know? Like,
No, because but de verdad, si son la cosa. That's like, bro, listen, bro. You as long as you feeling good, bro.
Si
And
tú
it- a
hueles
lot of
bien,
shit-
listen.
No, tú te tienes que sentir, tú puedes hueler mal. Listen, let me tell you a story. Rasputin, this is a true story. Rasputin was known for being one of the most disgusting, stank-ass motherfuckers of his time. But all he did was pull bitches and fuck them. That's all. Bitches was crazy over the stank motherfucker. And he stank. And they still fucked him and all of that, bro. Rasputin, look it up. I'm telling you, like, if you
Is there a picture
you-
of him with all these chicks, all these Russian women? Man? There
Uh-huh.
is.
if when you feeling good, right? It's a zone. It's like part of the Matrix shit, bro. That it's a zone. It's an area. The flow motion. When you feeling good, listen. A lot of shit don't matter because I feel right, and because I feel right, you like that. So motherfucker, you could be wearing motherfucking a UPS uniform, man. It don't matter. I feel
No,
good. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think you're right, though, because the thing is, when I talk to girls, like they always say, like, "Oh, I just like the way you are," because I'm always like laid back, you know, calm down. I never like raising my voice. You know
bro,
what I mean?
I'm saying, like, you can't you gotta
Smooth.
be listen, you gotta be monotone with bitches, cause if you living and dying off of bitches, yeah, that's no
hell no.
point. You gotta be monotone, bro. Deadpan like a motherfucker. Like, damn, your father died. That's fucked up. You gonna be alright? I'll call you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me read the super chat. Domo said, motherfucker kissed his teeth after posting. Yo, for real, yo, listen, ain't he a Hollywood dude though? He a Hollywood dude, right? Like he from over there, from Hollywood. Shout out to Pedro Pantero, pistol with 2 shells, looking ass. Yo, for real, B, like, you know, what he like about Gervonta, like I said, don't got a lot to do with these, man. It's not that, but it, you know, hey, whatever floats your boat, bro. Whatever creams your corn, bro. You know. It's a big old world, you know.
Just keep that book around closer away, man.
Go ahead, coach.
No, you're right though. When you said that, I was like, you know, because I said, what am I missing? And then, you know, I was binge watching. I watched like 4 of your videos, and then when I heard you say it, I said, you know what, bro? That's what it is. Cause I just thought that maybe they just crazy, but you're right. No, what they like about Gervonta has nothing to do with boxing. There's some other stuff.
Listen, here's an example. I'm a huge Crawford fan, right? Huge Crawford fan. But I don't want to talk to the motherfucker. What the fuck we gonna talk about? We ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. You see what I mean? That I'm a fan of what you do, and I appreciate what you do, but I don't actually want to fucking talk to you. You're a man. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
What you gonna ask him? Where he get his fades?
Yeah, like, hey Crawford, what did you eat for? Like, nah, homie. Like you know, like I said, I'm a huge fan of that guy. Now, if you talk about some Glorilla and them chest bubbles, yeah, that's different. Like, yeah, I want to talk to them chest bubbles. Of course I do. But it's like and then when I see the fandom that Gervonta has, this is what I'm getting at. I don't like nobody that fucking much, bro. It's people in real life that I don't like that much that I probably should, like family members and shit. It's like, yo, y'all like that little motherfucker a little bit too much, bro. Like, Where is this going, bro? And I said it. It just seems to me that if that motherfucker told you, hey, bend over and take this dick, y'all motherfuckers would let him. Because y'all like that motherfucker. Bro, leg tattoos, braids, brands. He's a star. He got, bro.
Dancing in the.
Yo, you sound like you trying to date the motherfucker, man.
Cartera linda.
Yeah. So this shit not like, and I'm 42 years old. I'm like, yo, when we used to watch boxing, we didn't talk about all this other shit.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, this Maricon shit, right?
This motherfucker, he got tattoo on his leg. So, yo, how do you even, yo, listen, before you said that was not even an active thought in my mind that he has.
I didn't even know he had like tattoos.
Yeah,
bro. Because why the fuck would I be looking at his legs, bro?
Tattoos, man.
Pero tú no entiendes que ese tipo, he's 5'4", bro. So why would I even be looking at his legs? And it's like, no, you weren't looking at his legs, you motherfucking.
Rarito.
No, espera. You were looking at his feet, you motherfucker. You was looking at his feet, motherfucker.
Dude, this conversation just proves that that American boxing's like dead. Only Americans are doing this shit.
No, because at the same time, it's coming back. Like it is coming back. Like you don't see how crazy shit is getting now. Like yo, it's no borders anymore to prevent things. Like now, you just getting exposed at this point because there's no borders anymore. There's plenty of money and no borders.
Man, I think as soon as he loses, everybody's gonna forget about Tank real quick.
Absolutely.
Bro, I just enjoyed that video you Jules dropped. Bro, I did an entire show. I played the video on the show yesterday. It was one of the funniest shows. I
appreciate that.
Laughing, man, I was laughing, but I'm on a good green. Then of course I'm adding my stuff to it. Like, fam, bro, you in your 40s, dog. To my
So what I'm saying.
Damn.
Like he big bro time, and it's like, bro, Gervonta can't be big bro to you, ego. You 40 something, bro. That's crazy. Like you big bro in the shit. Like his braids. What's the name of that brand? They said Chrome something.
Chrome Hearts.
Chrome. It's like, yo, I don't even feel comfortable saying that shit. You got that Chrome Hearts. That shit don't like, bro. Listen, man, I got a sweater on, bro. I don't even know where I bought it, bro.
That sounds like some Maricon brand, man.
So look at your 30. No, I got that Chrome Hearts. Feel like, nah, I'm good, bro. I don't know.
Hey, Jules, it reminds me of. You ever seen the original Kings of Comedy?
Yeah, with Robert Townsend. With fucking Steve Harvey and.
Yeah. It reminds me. Tank reminds me of that joke with Cedric the Entertainer when that dude tells him to call him delicious. He's like, I ain't calling no grown man delicious.
I'm saying that's that milk and cookies, B. That's that milk and cookies, bro. Like, fuckers on their milk and cookies time. And it's like, on one end, I'm gonna be real. If that's what the fuck you like, right? Go ahead. The problem is y'all keep trying to merge into everybody else's lane, and that's the problem. That it's like, you have a bitch might like a football team just because of the color of the uniform, and that's your prerogative. It's not up to me to tell you what to enjoy about a sport. If that's what the fuck you into, be into that. But you got to stop trying to merge into our lane because we're literally just here for the boxing. We're not here for the Chrome Hearts. We're not here for the. We're not here for the like. Nah, I'm not watching for none of that shit. Why the fuck would I care, bro?
Man, I just got curious and Googled the brand, man. It looks feminine as fuck.
I'm saying it's a fashion brand. So what do you imagine? What do you imagine the designer? Yo, the designer got all type of agave in that shit, bro. Like,
did he really get into all? Did he get into all this?
Bro. Yes, yo, espera.
What the fuck,
fucking bro? My dude? The list that this man wrote looked like a Target receipt. It's like a Target receipt. Like it's an itemized list.
That's messed up.
And I'm saying the dude is our age, bro. It's like, yo,
was he starting a fashion blog or something, or what the fuck?
No, he had his heels up. He had his heels up, man. I mean,
that's sad, bro. That dude got home, opened his diary, and bared his soul, bro. That's all.
While sucking out lollipop, bro.
For real, yo. Like, what can I say? Virtuoso. Shout out to Virtuoso. So the rumor is Turkey is putting these PBC bombs to work. That's what I was told. Whether or not it's true Only time will tell. But for those that didn't come in at the top of the show, I will reiterate what I was told and what's the rumor that's out there. What you keep seeing people hinting at is basically they saying Turkey bought a lot, if not all of the contracts. He didn't buy the brand. He didn't buy the PBC, which, like I said, it makes sense. Why would you buy the PBC when you're going to adopt the debt? You don't need the debt. You need the fighters. So what I was told was that he bought the fighters. He got the contracts on them, and he got them for cheap. That's what I was told. And that goes into effect. Like, it's just don't shoot the messenger. That goes into effect in May. After May. That's when that goes into effect. That's what I was told.
Damn.
And I don't blame Turkey for not buying the company itself, Jules, because why would you want to take on the negative outlook of
the brand is compromised. Like there's no value to the brand. And I said it at the top of the show. I've always wondered, are they still in debt? Now, yeah, just based on the rumors, it would appear that they are. They're still in debt. So if you buy the brand, you adopt the debt. Why the fuck would you do that when you can buy the individual contracts of the fighters? The fighters don't owe nobody no money. It's the brand that's in the red, but the fighters don't owe no money. So just buy the contracts. And if you, I said it at the top of the show, if you Al Heyman or you just whoever, you're Luis de Cubas, you don't have money. You don't have fight dates, but you do have contracts. You can sell them. And you can make money that way by selling them, auctioning off the fighters. So, I whether or not the rumor is true, we shall see. But like I said, that's just what I was told.
You know that things are going to be bad if Gary Russell Jr. comes back to fight Jules.
Oh, Keith Thurman came back to fight. That's already pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Nah, tú estás jodiendo.
Yo, tú no oíste. He's going to Australia, bro.
Hasta que yo no lo vea, no lo creo.
Man, he's going to fight fucking Brock Jarvis, bro.
Tú estás diciendo vaina, man. Deja
relajar. He's fighting. He's fighting for the hair. He's fighting for the hair weave belt.
Bro, the other shit is Brock gonna fuck around and mess his ass up because it said junior middleweight. He gonna fuck around. Fight, though? It's Brock. Look, remember the guy that Liam Paro? Remember the guy 2.5 years ago? Liam Paro knocked him out at 140.
Montana Love.
No, before Montana Love, the Australian kid. Named Brock Jarvis. This Liam Paro knocked this
Jarvis.
dude out.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. That's who Thurman. Listen, that's who Thurman fighting, right? Brock Jarvis. Basically, his last fight was at middleweight. He trying to campaign now as a junior middleweight, and that's where they gonna fight.
I remember that guy, Jules. He knocked him out in the first round, right?
In the first round.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like Paro hits hard.
And here's the other no, he does hit hard. The other thing is that not for nothing, and I already knew this, that like, for whatever reason, I don't know, ask an Australian person, right? But for whatever reason, they really fuck with Brock down there. Like they really fuck with him. They like him down there. What specifically it is, I don't know. Maybe it's that he's trained by Jeff Fennick. I don't know. But they fuck with him. He's pay-per-view down there. So it's like, yeah, I see how it happened. Thurman, you try to come back in America, somebody is gonna whoop your ass, bro. If you try to come back with somebody from over here, you go down there, you in a pay-per-view, making a decent money. Maybe you getting like $1 million to go down there. It's like, I dig it, but he's the barometer for the state of the PBC because he represents the golden era of PBC when they actually was doing numbers and when they had money and when their brand was worth something. Keith Thurman was like unofficially the poster boy of the PBC.
Yeah, that's fact. You're right about that, Jules. Yeah, I remember that in the beginning when they had to roll out in 2015. He was like that guy. Him. Yeah, he was kind of like the main guy though, for the most part. He
was.
The vocal
he
point.
Was like if you think about if you think about the numbers that they was doing in them times, right? Some of the biggest fights and some of the biggest numbers that the PBC had in between 2016 and 2017 was Keith Thurman's fights. The Porter fight, the Danny Garcia fight. They got huge ratings off of that for a short while, though, for a very short while. But yeah.
And then
Salute.
even the Thurman
He-
Pacquiao fight was a little bit did do
Yeah, they
badly.
did good numbers with that. They did good numbers with that.
Thurman was actually good back then, though, man. He ain't good no more, man. But he
I
was
mean,
good back then.
the shit is, it depends on what you call good, because it's like when you in a biosphere, we don't really know who you are. You want my 2025 opinion? Yo, Kel Brock probably would have beat most of y'all because he beat Sean. And when he beat Sean, he made it look easier than you made it look, Keith. And he made it look easier than you did, Errol.
That's
I-
true.
And
Seems to
and was
me, hold on. Seems to me, you shouting across the room at Paulie Malignaggi. I never saw you shouting at Kel Brook like that. That's all I'm saying. I never saw.
Hey,
I didn't
and was
see
it
that.
Kell Brook pound for pound back then too?
He
Pound
was
for pound,
already.
right?
The shit is, he was already a champion at that time. He was already an established champion. So it's like, who calls out Paulie Malignaggi? I always thought that was like, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect Paulie. I just remember what was going on in boxing at the time, and it just seemed odd to me that why you pouring that energy into a Malignaggi fight, bro? Like fuck, like it's Paulie,
yeah,
bro.
that
Like
ain't exactly a great fight.
Jules,
Yeah,
but
but
then look at
he did have the belt though. Paulie did have the belt, and
no, he
Keith was a
didn't.
prospect.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he did. He was WBA champion.
No, he
Yeah,
did.
what?
No, he did.
2012.
No, he. That's
2012,
not,
he did.
bro. You getting your wires crossed. One. That's not when he
No, it's not.
called him out. That's literally not when he called him
When he
out.
was at the Garden,
And motherfucking Thurman got his WBA. It was either in the Diego Chavez or the Soto Caras. One of them fights, circa 2013, 2014.
that was 2014.
Right, and that's how he got in position to, because remember, Thurman never beat the WBA champion. The WBA champion was Floyd. He was the WBA champion. When he retires, belt goes vacant, Keith gets elevated. He never actually won it from nobody. You see what I mean? So it's like, you a champion now, you got a belt now, and it's like, look, you waiting for Danny. I do understand that because Danny's name had value at the time. But who pours that kind of energy into Paulie Malignaggi, bro? Like,
he said in that it was at the Garden. I'll never forget because he said, "I'm going to come to the Garden and take your belt." That's what he said in that exchange.
I don't think Paulie had a belt. Look, maybe
2012, bro.
Well,
And then he
Jules,
lost it to
No,
in
Broner.
wait a
20,
minute. Broner won the belt from Paulie. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
He won the belt from Paul. You might be right. You might be right.
yeah, Jules, it was a legit title because that's the title that Paulie beat Shevchenko
That's good,
in
correct.
London
You're
for.
right. You're right. You know what? I stand, because then I could see it, because Thurman was going the WBA route at that time. Paulie, I see it. I see it.
Hey,
Still
Jules.
it still seemed like a lot though. Like I don't know. It felt to me like you hamming it up, bro. Like relax, bro. It's Paulie, bro.
But Jules, I was gonna say, look at the guys he's fought ever since he beat Porter. He fought Josecito Lopez, and old Manny Pacquiao, and Mario Barrios.
No,
that
let's
should
be
tell
real.
you. That should tell you what kind of competition he was on at that point.
I'm gonna tell you a rumor that somebody told me about. This was 5 years ago, and to this day I just don't know if it's real or not. They told me that after the Danny Garcia fight, this was years ago, right after that fight, somebody told me Keith is finished. I don't know what they said, that something is wrong with him. This is all they told. They said something is wrong with him, and it's like career ending. And to this day, I'm like, I don't know. But if you really look at the trajectory of his career after the Danny Garcia fight, it's like, yeah, he was finished after that.
Wasn't it his back?
Yeah.
I literally don't know. I just
Elbow
remember that they
or
told
something?
me that.
He was injured.
He said it was his elbow. I remember he showed a thing of his elbow that it was fucked up, but they told me that, like, I remember that. I remember the job I had and all of that. And it's like, yo, Keith is done, bro. But they never told me, like, what's wrong with him. Like, and if you look at it, think about it. You lose to Manny, you take 2 years off. You come back, fight Barrios, then you take 3 years off. It's like, bro, why you not fighting, bro? Like it don't make sense.
His career receded like his hairline, Miro. That's what happened.
He'll probably pull out of that fight.
Donald Banks says Paulie lost the belt to Broner, then Broner lost to Maidana.
And then Maidana lost it to Floyd. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then he said that Floyd just gave it to Thurman instead of fighting him.
Well, it's not that he gave it to him, it's that he fucking retired. Remember, he
Yeah.
fights Manny. People tend to forget that the Pacquiao fight was a unification. Manny had the BO, Floyd had the BA and the BC. Cal at that time, which most people don't remember, he had the no, yeah, Cal
Yeah, he
had
Yeah.
had the
just won the
IBF.
BF.
He beat
Cal
Porter.
had the BF because he beat Porter for this shit.
Yeah.
See what I mean? And I don't really knock Floyd for that because the shit is motherfuckers be acting like weirdos. Like for starters, bro, stop playing with me. Wasn't nobody talking about no fucking Keith Thurman in 2014. You know who they was
Yeah.
talking about? The dude that beat Broner, Maidana. That's who they were talking about, bro.
Yeah.
And that's who
Yep.
Floyd fought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
These
Jules. So
motherfuckers
Gary
was
King
saying.
Frog says, "Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry."
Go ahead. I'll open the gate. Says Tank has done more for the gate. I ain't reading that shit, bro. I ain't trying to get no shit. Shout out to Petar Peter. Y'all excited to see one time back? I know I am, bro. I've been waiting for years. Shout out to Pedro. More coach on the live, gang. Your coach Malachi in the building. For those that don't know, appreciate you, Conquest. Virtuoso said Fundora is fighting a guy who is on a 6-fight winning streak since getting knocked out by Ammo Williams. Essentially, a tune-up. I
Yep.
mean, he need one, bro. For real. Pedro said PBC been so comfortable for how long now, not working and having fights, and Trump signed exec order. PBC got to sell. Probably, bro. Gotta sell, bro.
Yo,
Let's
Jules,
make
who's
that
Pandora
deal.
fighting?
Chordell Williams.
Ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Ridiculous. He should be fighting Boachuk.
No, look. You want my honest opinion? I'm not gonna put it on you, Fundora. I'm gonna put it on WBC and the WBO because what need to happen now is they need to strip you, bro. It's been it's about to be a year since you won them belts. It's coming up on because when did he fight Tim? That was in March, right?
March of last year.
Yeah, it's coming up on a year, damn near, bro. And you ain't fought since then. And if we let you fight Chordell, all right, then after that, how long it's gonna take you to fight after that? They need to strip that dude. And I don't got nothing against Sebastian, but it's like, fam, like you trying to fight Chordell Booker, you got Virgil right there, Madrimov right there. Even if you're not gonna fight Bud, cool. You're not gonna fight Bud. You're not gonna tell me Charles Conwell don't deserve it more than Chordell Booker or Williams or whatever the fuck his name is. Fight Charles Conwell. You wasting everybody time, bro.
Yeah.
For real. You
I
know?
like that kid there. That kid look like he might. I want to see more from him, but I know he's from the Midwest. I think he's from Ohio. Charles Conwell look like he looks strong, bro.
You got some shit, and the shit is, I don't got no hair on my tongue. If they made that fight between Sebastian and Charles, I got Charles. I'm sorry, Sebastian.
Yeah, me too.
You really only a champion because of a freak accident. That's it. You never deserved that title shot. You shouldn't have got it. Tim is a fucking moron. Like, bro, you should have packed it. What I look like fighting a dude 6'5", southpaw with 2 weeks to get ready? Like, what are you, a fucking moron?
He came over and worked with the PBC too, man. I mean,
I'm sorry, bro. Like, they gotta strip him. And the real shit is that after a while, they might, because the walls is closing in for like all of them. Bakram Murtazaliev called him out. Sergey Bohachuk called him out. After a while, them mandatories, don't let Israel win the Ortiz fight, because if he do, they on your ass after that.
Yeah,
they're gonna be on your ass after that. The BO, it's only a matter of time before Charles becomes your mandatory, because Bud is busy. Bud is focusing on the Canelo shit. So move Bud out the way. Charles is right there. He's gonna become your mandatory, bro.
Yep.
You're gonna have to deal with some of one of these guys, bro. You're gonna have to sooner or later. So it is what it is, B.
Hey, Jules. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Donald Banks said Thurman broke his elbow by blocking a punch from Danny. Then after that, you could stick a fork in it. Thurman, because he was done. And it was something like that. Like, I remember ages ago, it was somebody that was in the loop, basically, at that time. And they told me, after that Danny Garcia fight, Thurman career is over. That's what they told me.
Danny's father said the same thing, that Thurman's elbow was fucked up after the Garcia fight.
But damn, like what the fuck did he do to it, bro? Did he kick it? Tongue pull the shit?
Who knows?
The
Maybe he
fuck,
heard it
bro?
playing the flute, you know? I mean,
You know
come
what?
on.
He probably got flute elbow. That shit is vicious, bro.
Yep.
Playing that flute, flute elbow, bro.
Flute elbow.
Shit is crazy, bro.
Hey,
Shit is
Jules,
crazy.
Gary King Frog says Brock Jarvis, he comes from a well-known and respected family there in Sydney. Uncle Pat Jarvis was the one who got Jeff Finneck into boxing and got him out of juvie.
Oh, I see. Shout out to Drew, the meltdown. I know, Drew. It's spreading. And listen, Drew, I ain't even talked to nobody about this shit. Like, I really ain't talked to, like, and other people know, like, other people are hearing the same shit. And I'm like, yeah, this rumor might hold water, bro. It might.
Bro, when this shit comes to fruition, after I stop laughing, I gotta because see, I can't let these guys forget, bro. Like I can't. I gotta bring up all those receipts. I know you got them too, Jules. No, this what you guys were saying at this time. Now, what you got to say now?
I mean, the shit is, you know what's going to happen, Coach? They going to stop watching boxing. Watch. They going to stop watching boxing. I promise you. It's going to be boxing channels. They can't sit there talking about like a Buatsi fight. You feel me? They can't sit there talking about a Fabio Wardley fight because they don't really fuck with the sport like that. And if they don't got that to fall back on, and then tack on that, if Gervonta Davis, who doing all that? If Gervonta Davis really retire this year, bro, they ain't gonna have really a thing that they interested in. Like they don't really fuck with boxing like that to stay in the sport or to make content about it. They don't fuck with it like that, you know. So I consider all of that a good thing. Like, yeah, American boxing needs that reset because the buzz that the next wave of kids get, whether it's Keyshawn or Abdullah or Omari Jones, it was Omari Jones that Matchroom just signed. That's gonna be organic. That's gonna be an organic buzz. That's is developed the proper way. All this fake love, crazy love and hip hop bullshit. Yeah, get that shit out of boxing, bro. Get that shit out of boxing, bro.
If Tank retires, him and Tio are gonna be out there fighting over a single corner and who gets the panhandle on it, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and
real.
the craziest shit is that it's to the point where like Gervonta, I really don't know. Like there's one fight that remains a possibility now, and it's okay. Let's say he beat Lamont Roach. Well, Isaac Cruz is free, right? So I guess he could fight him, again, because Isaac would go for that. But it's like after that, what are you really gonna do, bro? Ain't no easy fights after that.
And all those, you were right, because I remember all those fans that were Spence fans left after Bud basically destroyed them. So a lot of them left after that, and Wilder after Fury beat him. So it's like,
I'm trying to tell you, like it's like that's how you know they not sports fans. Like you a Yankee fan, yeah, maybe y'all don't win the series this year, but you still gonna fuck with them next year. Same, you a Giants fan, you a Jets fan, you a Bills fan, whatever. You fuck with them. Maybe they don't win the Super Bowl this year, but you still gonna fuck with them next year. Whereas these guys, they don't fuck with these dudes like that, B. As soon as they lose, it's a wrap. They don't fuck with these dudes like that, B. Like, they don't fuck with them like that. Like when it's cool to talk shit, that's when they fuck with them. After that, they don't really fuck with them dudes like that, man. And then the ones that do is so far gone, it's like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I seen a dude named Dripper Boxing on Twitter talking about Bud waited out Errol. Bro, Bud is older than Errol, fam. How the fuck would he have waited him out, bro? It's like, these motherfuckers are just, they jumped off a cliff with they shit, man. They just,
they're saying anything. They're just saying whatever they can to just to make it convenient for their argument. Which they have no
like how the fuck is Bud is literally on camera? I don't even want to do that shit because it's like
doesn't he have more fights than Spence?
Literally.
I just don't understand the logic. So
shout out to Drew. More of a Duck Zepeda or Isaac Cruz? I ain't gonna front. Zepeda is looking real fucking crazy right now. Y'all know he about to fight Tevin Farmer again, right?
Yeah.
Why, bro? For what?
Yeah, I don't know why
He
it's
beat the
Tim.
shit out of him, bro. Like, bro, you why? And y'all know I got my reasons, but I'm just saying, William, yeah, you looking crazy right now, bro. Looking crazy right now. Isaac looking crazy too, though. That's 2 times you didn't take the Ryan Garcia fight. That's 2 times. I don't know, bro. You making Ryan look like the boogity man. Coach Cook Bradley on his kissing the ring take. Yeah, Tim bugging, man. He said Canelo bent the knee and Gervonta is independent, man. Gervonta is scared to death, is what he is, bro. He's scared to death. Villain, I see you being Sucio on Twitter. Shit is crazy, bro. But,
Hey, Jules,
And
Jules, bro, I felt and I told Tim, I said, Tim, I rock with you, bro, but man, you looking crazy right now. You make this video.
Yeah.
Oh, Tank, you made a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of yours now, Tank. You know, damn, that's what I'm talking about, big dogs. There's some stuff he was saying. I'm like, Tim, these are the people who call you every name in the book. They call you Uncle Tim, you know, Coon, this, that, yada, yada, yada. Now you kissing Tank. You said this about Tank. Well, you know, I have a right to change my mind. People change their mind. Okay, so when Canelo said he'll never fight, he don't need Turk Ali. I said, well, he changed his mind. Well, that's different, big dog. No, man, look, you're projecting your dislike for this guy on everyone else. It's not genuine with the Tank. Tank still called you a B on Twitter.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Coach. What I don't understand about Tim's stance is not but a few weeks ago he wanted Gervonta to fight Shakur Stevenson. He wanted him to do that. He literally made a whole video about it and all of that. Like, he was one of the ones saying, "Yeah, Gervonta, you need to fight these people, bro." So I don't understand the one. Like, I literally don't understand that 180. You went from wanting him to have these fights to saying, "Nah, stand on your square." I don't get it.
Stand on what square? Like, dude, these fighters are independent contractors. They can fight for whoever they want to fight for. They'll say 1 minute, one thing, 1 minute. They have a right to change their mind. I'm not holding that against any fighter. Canelo still opportunity to make money. Crawford still opportunity to make money. Or whoever, so be it. You're saying, yeah, man, you know, if you offer me $10 million, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't take it. You know, it's about being loyal. I said, bro, ESPN ain't loyal to you.
That's what I'm saying. And Gervonta ain't loyal. You left Floyd Mayweather. If it was about loyalty, you still be at Mayweather.
Tim, didn't you get rid of your trainer? and so where the loyalty at with that? For Teddy Atlas? I mean, Tim,
he's a fireman, bro. He's a fireman. He was a fireman. I mean, like, I fuck with Tim. I just don't know where he going with that. Like, I don't see what there is to celebrate or admire about. And then it's like they try to make it like a pride thing, bro. It's not pride. He's literally scared to fuck with Turkey because you know what Turkey gonna want to do, bro. He gonna want to put you in there with Shakur. That's what he gonna want to do. He not gonna give you all that money to be fighting the Lamont Roaches of the world, bro.
That's just his Canelo hate. Look, when Canelo went on that undisputed run, he still had Crawford above him on the pound for pound.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been about Canelo. He hates him, which is, I don't know what the fuck Canelo ever did.
I think that people, once again, I just look at it for what it is. Like, I seen Paulie Malignaggi this morning try to say that Israel Madrimov is more skilled than. I'm like, what, bro? He's more skilled than Canelo. Alright, bro. And it ain't even Canelo love. It's like, yo, dog, look at 60 something fights. 3 losses. What is it? 2 losses, 3 losses, 2 losses. 2 losses. You just not going. The real shit is you just not going to fuck with this dude no matter what. You're not even going to be objective with the shit. And I think Israel is skilled, but more skilled. Come on, bro. Like, what are we even doing now? What are we even doing now? You know? Just don't fuck with Canelo, man. Virtuoso said, "What's the next excuse from these Spence fans?" Bud told Errol not to take an Uber that night. He crashed his Ferrari. Yeah, bro. Like, and I don't even want to hear about the fucking accident because, yo, I remember after the Ugas fight, a lot of y'all told me he gonna take Bud. That's what y'all told me. He gonna collect Bud. He gonna do that to Bud the week of the fight. I seen what y'all was saying. Y'all wasn't talking about the car accident, so I don't want to hear about that shit now. Fuck out of here, B.
Yeah, Jules, they was calling him the eye collector. Oh, he broke Ugas ribs in his eye. You know, he the eye collector. You know, and the way they backpedaled on it, bro. After 90 days of crying, they cried, bro. I thought somebody died or something.
Bro, you ain't see the video with the dude. The dude, my heart is broken. I was like, yo, this is not.
No, what video? What video?
It was a dude, B. Yeah. Yo, look, he was sitting on the couch. He had he got a channel. He got a channel. I'm trying to remember the dude name of the channel.
I'm gonna look. I gotta play that.
Dude, my dude.
Yeah.
His eyes was glazed, and he really said, "Yo, my heart is broken." I was like, "Yo, it's not real. It's not real. This is skit, bro. It's not skit." He said, "My heart is broken." And you know what? Being real, I could believe that reaction was genuine because, like I said, when I seen Roy get slid under the ring by Antonio in the second fight, my heart was broken. But you know that was years ago. Like Roy was Superman to a lot of guys. Like you Superman to me, dog. So when he got slid under the ring, yeah, my heart was broken. Like
for me, that was Chavez, Frankie Randall.
Oh yeah. Or
that was a disappointment.
Or Oscar beating Chavez, because I took that personally. I hated Oscar henceforth for him beating Chavez. So it's like I get it. It's just I don't see what Errol did specifically for him to elicit that kind of a reaction, because his run was pretty run of the mill. Like you beat Sean Porter. Well, who thought Errol was gonna lose to Sean? You beat Danny Garcia. Who the fuck thought Danny Garcia was going to beat Errol Spence? You beat Mikey Garcia. Bro, nobody on this planet thought Mikey was going to win that fight. And if they did, they should be ejected from this planet. And you beat Kell Brook. Well, I mean, like, we just seen Kell Brook got his ass beat by Gennady. So that wasn't hard to figure. It's like, the way the fandom is these days, you had to earn it before, bro. Like, yeah, you had to earn it before. Now, the shit is just disproportionate. Like, yeah, Errol was a good fighter in his time. I'm not even going to take that away from him. He was good for his weight, and at that time, he was good. I never thought he was great, but he was good. That if Bud is not here, you rule this place. If Bud is not here.
Oh, no, dude, that Ugas fight was pretty suspect, if you ask me, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was like, that shit was like, looked like Ugas is pulling punches.
The way he stood there and covered up and just let him tee off on him like that. I mean, what were you doing?
I mean, maybe they paid him to throw the fight. Shout out to Drew Villain. Was that a German salute by Elon? Man, Elon got artists. Artisans.
Dude's on the spectrum. I'm sure there wasn't any, desire for it to come off that way, but they're always gonna attack some dumb shit.
Yeah, like that. I mean, with that shit, and I ain't gonna get political because it's not about politics. I'm just saying. It's a lot of sore losers out there, and they mad old boy won. That's the truth, bro. They're mad that dude. The AOC bitch is going crazy. That bitch is going crazy. She saying, bitch, you better shut the fuck up for you get sued. Like, you don't know he sued, muff. You gonna get sued, and you don't got money for that shit. Better shut the fuck up, or show him your titties, cause you got some big titties.
Oh damn.
Big titties. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Get Hands. Tim starting to be very Andre Wardish. I don't know, man. I some people don't like Canelo and they get carried away with it, But what I could see, some people have made a decision. They never gonna like that dude no matter what. No matter what, they never gonna give that dude a fair shake. That's what I see. Because for Paulie to sit there with a straight face and say that a guy that has 11 or 12 fights, yeah, he more skilled than Canelo. Yeah, you playing, man. Like, come on, B. You play what? Because who he beat that communicated that to you, bro? That he's more skilled than Canelo. Who he beat? Come on, B. Shit is crazy, bro. Check joint.
I tell you what I do like about I don't know, man. I don't get it, but Paulie and Tim, but what I do like about Canelo is, and one of my favorite fighters, James Lifestyle Tony. What I like about it is how calm, he's very calm and relaxed. You get what I'm saying? You don't see him being tense in rounds, even later in the rounds. It's always, get a good pace. I love that. Just being relaxed. And you don't see a lot of Canelo. And I love Bam. Bam is a great fighter.
I fuck with Bam, yeah.
He can fight in the pocket. You don't see a lot of pocket fighting in today's time.
I agree with that.
You feel me, Jules? Like, who really fighting in the pocket? Like,
No, you know what this shit is? It's not because it's guys. You got a lot of guys that either they all the way out or they all the way in, but there's no in between. You see what I mean? That before you had different kind of guys that, yeah, they could do a little bit of boxing on the outside, a little bit of banging on the inside. They could do a little bit of both. Whereas now, either they're all the way out, like Shakur, a lot of the time.
Yeah,
either
Shakur,
they're all the way on the outside or they're on the inside too much and they getting pieced up. Like your average pressure fighter, your Roman Villa, your fucking your David Lemieux, guys like that. That there's not as much nuance these days. I would say there's not as much. They're like, yeah, got guys that can slip punches in the pocket with the best of them, roll punches with the best of them, like James Toney used to. I think Bam is one of those guys. I do think Canelo is one of those guys. Like, Canelo's lethal in the pocket. He's very good in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers decided they decided they gonna hate Canelo no matter what he do. So Macedo said, true media soundbite. ASVP said talking about Mario. I don't know about Mario. Domo said when Margarito.
No, he said Mario or Marlo?
Marlo. He said Marlo.
That's who you was talking about, Jules. The guy who said his heart is broken.
What? Yeah, my heart broken. I was like, I really thought this dude is playing. Like, you for real? And then I realized, you know what? He probably took that hard because if you really put everyone on a pedestal like that, the ass beating that he got, and it started early is the worst part. That it didn't take long for Bud to start fucking him up, B. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a fucking great night. That's one of my favorite sports moments of 42 years of life. That's right up there with the 96 Yankees, B. That's right up there with the Giants beating the Patriots at the Super Bowl, not once but twice. Yep. That is one of my favorite sports moments, B. Bud fucking up Errol and just fucking him up. That is one of my favorite sports moments, bro.
Well, the next best
thing he had his
was
poster by the bathtub that day.
The next best thing to that was the meltdown.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers lost it, man.
I don't know. Wilder. I got Wilder up there too. Wilder,
I'll be honest.
Bud and
that a part of me, I'll be real. A part of me was disappointed. Like, I had fun with it like a lot of people did. I did. But a part of me was disappointed because I knew this AJ fight is dead. It's done. We're not getting that shit. And that was the fight that at that time, that's the fight I wanted to see the most, AJ versus Wilder. You go back to the videos that I did a lot of the time in that period, they were centered around that and Crawford versus Spence. Those are the two main subjects that I spent a lot of time on. And Wilder losing, yeah, it was hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was hilarious, but I was also a little bit like, I wanted AJ to be the one to fuck you up. That's what I wanted to see. Now I know with this, it's a wrap for all of that. It's over for all of that.
I liken that to Tyson versus Holyfield back in their primes. Like, they should have fought back then. instead of way later, you know, because I feel like it would have been a different fight maybe.
Yeah,
Tyson got locked up though.
yeah,
Remember,
but
they
it's
was
yeah,
supposed to
and
fight.
Holyfield had not moved up yet. If you talking about when Tyson was Tyson, well, you know, Burbick Tyson is you thinking, right? Like 80s Tyson that fought Trevor Burbick. I don't think Holyfield had moved up yet from
Yeah, but
cruising.
I'm saying, in the early '90s before Tyson fought Razor Ruddock, fought him twice. He was supposed to fight Holyfield next, and no, you know what? My bad. He was supposed to fight
wasn't he
Holyfield
supposed to
after
fight
Buster
Holyfield
Douglas.
like after
Buster
the
Douglas beat him and took the belt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Buster
then
Douglas beat him and took the belt, Jules.
and then
And then
Holy fought
Holyfield fought
Buster.
Buster
He
and took
fought
the belt.
Buster, knocked him out with a right cross, and you know
Right.
that more or less set up the fight with Tyson.
And
You know, but
Tyson
it's
went to prison right after that in
yeah,
'92.
and the other thing is, I'm gonna be real. Motherfucker call me a fanatic all they want. They can say whatever the fuck they want about me. Fuck me, I ain't shit. 86 Tyson. Give me that Mike that beat the shit out of Trevor Burbick, or the one that beat the shit out of Michael Spinks in 34 fucking seconds. Y'all not beating that guy. Y'all not beating him. I don't give a shit. Y'all not beating. Not that Mike. But you know, credit to Holyfield, man, because you know he did figure him out, and Holyfield was one of the great counterpunches of his time. So it is, and one of the dirtiest fucking boxers of his time too.
Yeah,
Great head butter, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Domo when Margarito plasted Cotto. My heart was broken. Yeah, he fucking beat the shit out of Cotto, bro. He fucked him up real bad. Drew said Dake Jonathan just tweeted who yeah, he fighting Chordell. I already know he fighting Chordell. Motherfucking Clavo said, Jules, you think that Ryan versus Rolly is gonna sell good? Yes. Not because I like it, but because they're two young morons. The future is for young people, not old motherfuckers like me. Those are two young fucking morons. They like the dumb shit. You know, Rolly gonna say some shit that only young motherfuckers think is funny. Like, I don't think Rolly is funny, bro. I think y'all need to child-proof the house when I hear Rolly. Yeah. Like, yeah, don't leave no sharp objects around him, bro.
Like, I feel like he seems like the type who might walk into traffic that's busy. And, you know, even though I got Ryan beating him, it would be super hilarious if Rolly would knock out Ryan.
Yeah, but I want to see that Devin Haney rematch, to be real with you. Like, I am looking forward to that. So a part of me does want Ryan to make it there. Yeah, I want to see that rematch.
I could definitely see Rolly just tearing a push door off its hinges from pulling it.
Bro, that dude. He the type of dude, he don't peel the applesauce cap back. He just put his fingers through the shit. He's that guy. Like,
he chews the entire cup.
For real.
He just eats the whole cup.
For real. Like I don't see what the fact, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a young people thing, because there's people that think he's hilarious, and I'm like, yo, I just think that dude is delayed. That's all. I don't think he's funny, just delayed. He's slow, dude.
Hey, Jules, I was thinking, right? What happens? Okay, I think Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are gonna win their fights. When they fight later on this year, I'm saying to myself, if Ryan Garcia beats Devin Haney in the rematch, it might be over. It might be over for Haney. Not from Haney, from a career standpoint.
Yeah,
I'm saying his supporters.
Yeah. I agree with that. That if Ryan win that, like, I don't have Ryan winning the fight personally. I don't have him winning a rematch, but I gotta agree that if you lose that second fight, it's a wrap for you, bro. Yeah, the fuck we supposed to say? You got your second crack at the apple. You better make it count. Make it count. But the thing is, I think he's going to. It's like you had to do, listen, Ryan, you had to do a lot of shit to eke out that decision, because you didn't knock him out. You eked out a decision, and because people memory is crazy, I keep saying it, Devin won rounds, right? It was still competitive. He won rounds. So, and that was with your secret sauce. Now, you got to come in on weight. I'm pretty sure they're going to stick some penalties on you if you don't. You got to come in on weight now. And
But do you
you
think
don't get
Ryan
to
will have
use
a
your.
little more? Do you
I
think Ryan
think
will have a little
Devin.
more power at
Yeah, but you
147?
forget a lot of people is getting caught up in I hate Devin shit, and they not looking at this fight normal. Devin made 140, Ryan didn't. That matters. This guy's more depleted than this guy. So when this guy get hit, it rattles him more because he made 140, and that's not excuses. It's just that matters. Now if y'all both even Steven, when you hit him this time, it might not feel so bad because he didn't kill himself to get down to 140. This fight is at 147.
Is his father
make a
going to have a
valid
better
point.
game plan?
Maybe it's not. It's the adjustment is not a big one. Keep the right hand high. It's not a big adjustment. If it was some other shit I could see, but it's like Devin, all you got to do is keep the right hand high. That's really it. If you stepping into your jab, because that's when he was getting caught. Stepping into the jab, the right hand was down here. Like what the fuck are you doing, bro? You supposed to be the dream. You know what I'm saying?
That's his fault.
How will they try to spin the PBC meltdown, Jules? Bro, honestly, Drew, I think they're just gonna stop watching boxing, bro. I ain't even kidding. I just think that'll be what breaks their spirit, and they'll go watch BKFC or some shit, bro. They'll go watch Bare Knuckle, bro. I don't think they heart could take it anymore, bro. That's too many L's. That's too many, bro. Like y'all hate Turkey.
They're
Y'all
heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
They're literally their heart aches.
For real,
No,
yo.
but yeah, PBC is a misfortune 500 company.
For real. Shout out to Off the Ropes Boxing and MMA. Rolly the kind of dude to eat the plastic with the cheese on a crab on a crab single.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That dude is not regular, B, but some people like him. So just off of the youth, in fairness, if I objectively look at that fight, honestly, there's value for money there. Not for me. I'm old. I think they both suck. But there's young people that really like Ryan, and there's some people that really like Rolly. Why? Ask them. I think they're both fucking morons, but I'm old. You know?
Well, like Coach said, Rolly does enjoy a good box of crayons.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that, bro. That big box with the 8 crayons with the big
Yeah, he enjoys the flavors. He enjoys all the different flavors.
Yeah, he can taste the red when he bites into that red crayon.
I mean, that's how he signed his contract to fight Pitbull.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah,
Shout out to Mars Book Sale. Do you see Turkey throwing us a curveball and put Canelo versus Skull and Crawford versus Derevyanchenko? I think they might, because they keep saying that Ryan is the main event, but ain't that card in May? That card is in May, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm thinking Canelo's gonna headline, is what I'm thinking. That y'all. I don't think Ryan is headlining the card. I think Canelo's gonna headline, and y'all are on his undercard. Now, who Canelo gonna fight? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I hope so, because I was thinking about that earlier. You're gonna have 2 pay-per-views in May.
I think they're gonna be. I think. Because remember, the Ring Magazine announcement, Canelo's name was one of the names that was there, obviously. And I'm thinking, well, if y'all doing a show in May, I'm going to assume it's Canelo's card, because that's his month. That's his day to fight, you know?
He's going to do that in New York City, you think so?
Did he fight Jacobs in New York? Was that in New York that they had that fight?
I don't remember.
He fought tall British dude in New York.
Oh, Callum Smith. He fought Callum
No,
Smith.
not
I
Callum
think
Smith,
no.
Rocky
He fought
Fielding.
Callum Smith in Texas. He fought the other.
He didn't
Fielding.
fight Callum. He didn't.
Rocky
fight,
Fielding.
Right. Yeah. Like you could. This shit.
Middleweight debut.
You could do it in New York. Like you could. I personally, I think you're wasting it if you do it in New York. Because Devin is a West Coast guy. Ryan is a West Coast guy. Why you got these dudes in New York? Like,
well, they fought in New York the first time, right?
Yeah, but if they fought there the first time, take them to the West Coast now, because they West Coast guys. They
put it in LA.
Ain't Devin from the Bay?
It's like if they had put fucking Oscar and Shane Mosley in New York or some shit.
Bro, that's
Like
like having
both
Oscar
West
De
Coast
La
and
Hoya fighting in Yonkers. Like, what the fuck are we
Yeah,
doing,
like
bro?
didn't the Clippers just opened up a new venue, the Intuit Dome? You know,
Oh
hold
yeah.
the fight over there.
Yeah, it just seems odd to me to have all these guys, and then the largest Mexican contingent is on the West Coast. So if this is a Canelo card, and they're just not saying it yet because they haven't picked his opponent yet, this would be ideally going down in the West, bro. The West or the Southwest. Like,
Well,
I don't see
it's
why you would bring them to New York.
it seems odd some of the choices. I thought taking Crawford and putting him in LA made absolutely no sense. That card didn't. I mean, the card was great, but I don't understand why that's what they chose to do it.
Or
So,
Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is from fucking Fresno. It's
you know,
like I don't know what they doing. Be like I love the card, but I don't really know what they doing to be real. That
you gotta
shit
put
need
that,
to.
you gotta put that in Vegas. You're gonna put that in California.
Shit, I would say California because they need to pick me up after them fires. Like they need
Yeah,
something
they
to
do.
get their mind off that shit, bro. Shit.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I think because of the fires, they probably won't have it there.
You
Well,
know
you know
what?
what?
That's a
No,
good
Cali.
point.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Cali. I'm thinking about this L.A.
yeah, I don't think the
Um,
tourism industry is gonna
I
be
think about
back
L.A.
in
still.
time.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Cali. Yeah, you're right, Cali. Cali. Because but you know what? Devin Haney is from Henderson, Nevada, though. So well,
But
anything on the
ain't he
West
from?
Coast.
Yeah, but wasn't his fight with Regis? That wasn't in.
That was in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah, and they said he from. I remember in the buildup they
Yeah,
said he
people
was.
were saying he's from Oakland. People were saying
Yeah.
he was from
His
Oakland.
dad
Yeah.
is from
Yeah,
Oakland.
he ain't from no damn
So
Oakland.
think about it. You got Devin from Oakland, Jose from Fresno, Ryan from Victorville. It's like, yeah, this really should be on the West Coast, man. Like, why would you do this in New York?
Maybe Canelo
Yeah,
could
I have
put
no idea,
some
bro.
Mexicans,
Like,
to come out in New
it
York,
doesn't
but
make sense.
not those guys.
It don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette after these commercial messages.
Yeah, Mexicans in New York are more docile. They're not their natural habitat. They're
I
not.
was going to say that the Mexicans. I was
Yeah.
going to say that if you never been to New York, you if you even see a Mexican in New York, it's not a West Coast Mexican or a Southwest Mexican. It's like, nah, it's different. The East Coast
Yeah.
is mostly for Caribbean folk, like Puerto Rocks and Dominicans and shit like that. That's primarily the Latino that you see on the East. So if you relying on Mexican money, and you could tell that Turkey isn't, because long story short, they not really trying to make money off of shit. They just trying to promote their Riyadh season. But long story short, yeah, if you want to cater to the lifeblood of the American boxing audience, you got to take this to where the Mexicans is at, bro. You got to take it to the West. It's common sense. Now I'm gonna smoke my cigarette.
It'll end up in Vegas. That's where all the money's at.
Yeah, it's about time that Vegas, start stepping up and start vying for these shows, because like Saudi can't do it all,
No,
and
you know,
the Turkeys,
who I think's
bringing it over
poised.
here.
I think's poised for a comeback. Atlantic City. Like I think it's a great thing that Boots is fighting there.
Yeah, right,
Because
right.
that place it's like made for boxing events, and it's been a minute. I think it's a good opportunity to revitalize the local scene there too, and
Yeah, it's
the
about time they
economy
dust
there.
up the
So,
fucking boardwalk hall.
yeah, like why not? Why like it makes like I don't know why boxing doesn't go there more often. A lot of fighters in that area, a lot of boxing interest. Why the fuck not?
Shakur, Ray Ford could probably bring out people there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
DMV fighters, the
should
like
be on the
pretty much
West
all the
Coast.
East Coast fighters could.
They definitely should be on the West Coast. I mean, I would have thought they learned their lesson the first time with Ryan and Devin fought. When Ryan and Devin fought last April, I was there. Even though it was a sellout, it did sell out. It sold out. It was packed. Electricity, but yet and still, two West Coast guys have to fight on the West Coast.
That's coach. That was back when you ran into that skirmish with Jabba the Hutt, right?
Yeah, jumping on her. Yeah, yeah. I ran into that fool, man. Hey, so all right, this what happened, right?
All right.
So when I get to New York, Bill is like, yeah, man, um, he's trying to recruit me, yeah, man, when you get to New York, let me know. Now, I met Rick Glazier there. So Rick was like, okay, look, man, when you get here, let me know. I got you. We're gonna get you in or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. Cause I was gonna go. I want to see. We'll go see the fight. So Dollar Bill, I was alive in the hotel room, not knowing that everyone can hear the phone call when Bill called me. So he called me. I was talking to him on my Apple Watch. I still had the show. I was talking to him on my Apple Watch, but apparently people can hear what he was saying through the show. I'm still trying to figure out how, but I don't know. So he like, yeah, man, what hotel you in? I said, yeah, man, I'm at the Brooklyn. I think a Brooklyn Residence Inn, or Brooklyn, or something of that sort. Yeah, man, I got some family coming in, brother, and I'm trying to find a good hotel. How much the rates is? Well, come to find out, the family he was talking about was Jabba the Hutt. So, I'm on the 10th floor. I guess this fool is coming up from above me because the elevator was coming down. So 2 elevator doors open up. It was 2 of them, one on the left, one on the right. Every time
And
I
they're
tell
both
this
carrying
story, I
78
tell it the
sports.
exact same way. Jabba the Hutt is in the elevator on the left. So he looks at me and I look at him and he like, damn, like his first time seeing me shocked. I'm shocked, right? So I say, let me step in the elevator. So I step right in the elevator. Cause I've been hearing all this. Yeah, when y'all see me, you gonna slap me, you gonna do A, B, C, and D, right? I said, let me step in the elevator, see what's up, man. Cause I'm like, if it's going down, man, I'm finna, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do, but if it's going down, bro, we finna get busy.
You ready?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No diddy, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what's up. I want to see if you really own this. So I step in the elevator. He like, what's up, man? I said, yeah, what's up with you? Hey, man, exactly what he said, word for word. What's all of this, man? You said you the LDBC killer. I said, yeah, well, what's all of this? Well, you and the meter maid talking about when y'all see me, y'all gonna slap me, you gonna do A, B, C, and D. I said, man, if this some real beef or this some YouTube stuff, let me know what it is. So the elevator door opened up, we go downstairs, go get in the lobby. No, man, it ain't like that, man. Man, this how we talk. Man, no, man, the people who be threatening you, man, they're not even part of LGBTC. I'm like, bro, I'm saying to myself, I just told you what, I hear y'all making videos about what you gonna do. No, man, it ain't like that, man. This what he said, right? And then, so he said, yeah, man, I'm I said, all right, well, I said, there were 2 people I really talked to. That that's all right. That I'm all right with, kind of. I said that's Blue and KQ. Blue called me one time, and he ain't really want too much of nothing. So I was like, man, we him all right. But he was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna talk to everybody, let everybody know, man. We talked it out like men, and everything go with. We squashed it like brothers supposed to. That's what this man told me. Then he offered to buy me a drink. Hey, man, come on, let me go buy you a drink. I said, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? So I walked out. I ain't be drinking with you, nigga. So I walked out the hotel. Man, I done went to the fight. I went to the fight. I didn't go to the weigh-in. I went to the World Trade Center. Because they call it the Freedom Towers. A lot of tourists there. I got video footage and everything there, right? Man, I went to the fight. I'm walking all around the arena. Bro, I even walked down. I met Rick Glazer for the first time. I mean, people who watch the show. I meet Sean Zartel. He taking, hey, man, what's up, coach? People want to take pictures and stuff. I'm down there with the media at, right? Jabba the Hutt name is Kevin. Damn, what's his name? Kevin Ross? I forgot his last name. Kevin something, right? So, I took a picture of where he was at, right? Yeah, man, he was hiding. We was gonna get him. This what they was saying, right? Make a video. Yeah, we was gonna get him. Yeah, he was scared. This and that. Then I got these fools coming to my live. Yeah, you was scared of 7-8. I'm like, what y'all talking about? I was scared of him, Jabba the Hutt? Man, that man, come on, fam. Man, this dude lying, bro. Bro, this dude is lying.
Bro,
Like,
the
that's
shit,
what made me mad,
the shit is how old. The shit that was crazy, because I remember when that happened, and the only thing I was thinking, like, ain't 78 Sports in his 50s, bro? That's
Nah,
not
nah,
a.
I don't think he older than me. I'm in my 50s. I think he might
You
be.
not 50, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. You fit? Nah, I don't believe that.
Nah, bro. I'm 51, bro. I just turned 51. I'm 17.
Yo, that's a
Coach,
blessing. That's a blessing. Congratulate. That's a blessing. Like, wow, I never would have known that. But what I was gonna say was, to the extent that the shit get to is like, yeah, come on, B, what we gonna bust our gun over these boxing talks? We about to bust our gun out here over these boxing
Bro,
talks. That's what it's at.
some people shoot it out over fucking Jordan versus LeBron.
Yo, y'all heard that story? You heard that story, right,
Yeah.
Virtuoso? Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yo, how
Fucking
you gonna
stupid.
shoot your man over there, B? That's your man. That's your boy. Like, yo, that's
Bro, we're talking about 2 billionaires that don't even fucking know you exist.
for real. Jordan don't give a fuck about nobody, bro. Like, we about to bust our gun over Michael Jordan. Like, come on, B. Like, that's
Yeah, that's crazy.
crazy.
That's
Shout
crazy.
out to motherfucking ASVP. Need that Spence Crawford reaction back. I got it saved to StreamYard, you know, if to re-upload it, but I just had to clear some shit. Shout out to this the fight poster, y'all. I don't even believe this shit, man.
He's fighting a Ken doll.
Yo, I don't even believe this shit. Like, yo, you really going to Australia, bro? For real?
He's gonna pull out.
Hey,
Yo,
you know what?
He's gonna
Hey,
get.
hey,
He's
Jules,
gonna get Rogaine in his eyes.
is this No Limit Promotions that's doing this?
Yeah, there's no limit, bro. This is they shit. It's they money. It's they shit.
Oh, shit. This looks like Thurman on ice.
Bro, the shit is, I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone, bro. Like really, Thurman? This is how far you fell off, bro? Because he basically a gatekeeper. If you traveling to Australia for a prospect, think about it. You not going to fight for a belt or nothing like that. You going, it's a 16-hour flight, bro. You got to get there 2 weeks in advance for a prospect.
Wow. Yeah, man. Keith might was fight me in Clearwater.
You might as well. Shit. That's crazy, bro. But I kind of feel bad for him and I don't. Because it's like when things went wrong for Keith was at the height of his popularity and the height of his career. When you think about it, the height of the pinnacle for Keith was after he beat Danny. He was the most popular at that time than he had ever been. And that's when the downward spiral starts. That, you know what? It's a little sad because he had some of the right ingredients to be the flag bearer of the PBC. He had the talking shit. He's like a corny kind of dude, but he still knows how to draw attention to himself. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you never got I don't think you ever reach your full potential. But also at the same time, it's like, yo, think about it this way too. If you wanted to fight, you could have. Your problem was you never left the PBC. You could have went to Matchroom and they would have sorted something out for you. Like, you probably don't want to go to Top Rank because they're gonna fucking get you killed. But you could have went to Matchroom and they would have sorted you out, bro. They would have got you 2 easy ones and then let somebody nice whoop your ass. All this inactivity, it's gonna happen, bro. Like it's gonna happen, bro. But we can space it out to where you make some money before it happens. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, B. It's fucked up. Going to fucking Australia for a prospect.
Jules, I'll say if this dude beat one time, bro, he's an Australian fighter, bro. You know, Australians kind of tough now.
The shit is, if he get beat, he getting beat by a prospect, bro. Jarvis is literally a prospect. He didn't beat nobody world level. He got beat by Liam Bottle. He got knocked out in 1 round. Bro, that's gonna be sad.
You think he made a lot of money, retirement money?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I think he was probably living off them stipends for a while. If he's coming back, it's because the money is gone.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He was living off them stipends for a minute, and it was enough that he didn't feel the need to fight. But now, what I've been saying for 5 years, the money about to be gone, fam. And when the money gone, shit's gonna get weird. And Thurman going to Australia. What the fuck is weirder than that?
That's weird.
Those poor guys, man. Fuck.
Saying, bruh. And he got a bad looking wife, so you know she cost some fucking money. You know? It's fucked up, but I mean, it's this is everything I said would happen. When the money dries up and the fight dates dry up, the fighters are gonna float away. That's literally what's going. They're gonna float. Why? Because they got bills, fam. Before they loyal to before anything, they got bills, fam. They got mouths to feed. They got kids. They gonna go wherever the fuck somebody got some money for them. You know.
Hey, Jules, let me ask you this: Do you think that I was thinking earlier, right? Jamal, the Charlo brothers, Keith Thurman. Now he's fighting in Australia. Errol Spence. Do you think, man? Look, man, they should just go fight on Turkey Sheik's cards. You think they'll do that?
I don't. You know what this shit is, bro? One, Jamal, you got to look at it case by case. Jamal is done, bro. Like psychologically, it's a wrap for him. Errol still has his faculties, but I suspect that he doesn't really want to fight. And that's a problem. You don't really want to fight. If you don't want to fight, that's super duper dangerous.
Yep.
You get out there, somebody that do want to fight and want to use you as a stepping stone, they're going to try to take your fucking head off, bro. That's his problem. That Errol, they could set it up like, believe it or not, there's guys at 154 that I think he could beat. I think he could beat Josh Kelly. Now, I think the vast majority of the top 15 will whoop his ass. But you could beat a Josh Kelly. Yeah, you could beat a Josh Kelly. You could beat a Michael McKinson. You could beat some guys like that. And if you really wanted to fight, bro, it ain't nothing to call Eddie. Yo, look, Eddie, man, I'm trying to get back out there. I'm trying to get my career. I bet you Eddie would take him. I bet you he would. And Eddie's an ego dude. So he's going to take pride in being the one that reintroduces you to Errol Spence. That if you really wanted to get out there and get your career back on track to some extent, the opportunity is there. It's not that you can't. It's that you really don't want to. You don't want to fight. It's not complicated. It don't take a year to hire a trainer. This is a whole year that went by. You ain't hire a new trainer yet.
Whole year. Stuck in his comfort zone.
When I heard you talking about, I think you had mentioned that he goes to the doctor every so often to get his head checked. It's like, yeah, he's worried about it. He really don't want it.
And I don't like. I'm not gonna, fandom aside and annoying fans aside. I'm not gonna knock him because the way Crawford beat the shit out that dude, no cap, he took that dude's soul, bro. He did. It's like, yeah, I enjoyed it because I'm fucked up because I'm a fucked up person. But I did feel a little bit sad for Errol. I did. In that, I think it was in the ninth. Was it in the ninth that he stopped him?
Yes, with about 50 seconds left.
And he's piecing him up, and I'm just seeing Errol like, damn, he's really trying though. He's trying. He just
if you look at it, whenever they stopped the fight, he's like kind of protested. His face was all fucking red and puffed up, and he was stumbling around like a newborn giraffe. I mean, he looked terrible, but you could tell like he was pissed when they stopped the fight. He wanted to. That dude would have got on his shield. I mean, he literally would have knocked him unconscious. I mean, that's what
he was trying, man. He was trying, and a beating like that, bro. Your soul, So those two guys aside, Coach, I think they're finished. But Jermell, believe it or not, I think if he's smart with it, you can come back. The middleweight division is wide open. Forget about junior middle. You are 34 years old. You can't make that weight and be the same. But you could go to you could go to 160. A lot of them guys at 160 really ain't shit. You get your mind right, you could start over. Jermell, and that's just perfect scenario because it's like I think Jermell does still want to fight. I think he does. Like I think he wants to. But he's kind of a fucking moron because, Brody, you got to change your decorum. You're not understanding. You can't stay with this PBC shit. You go to Matchroom, that's going to make waves just all by itself. Jermell Charlo, former undisputed champion, signs to Matchroom. Multi-fight deal. That's already going to get the people talking, the buzz, the ball rolling. Then, bro, who really is at 160 that you need to worry about? Who? I'm gonna say one guy, and it's only one guy, Hamza Shiraz. That's it. That's the only dude that I look at like, yeah, don't let that dude hit you, bro. That dude hit hard. But other than that, the division is ripe for the taking. It's ripe for the taking. So he could, if he's smart. That's the only one I see that could salvage his career is Jermell.
You know what? I don't even know if he have that hunger anymore after the Canelo fight.
I think maybe, I don't know if it's the hunger to fight or the hunger for money. But either one will do. One way or another, you need to be hungry. Whether it's the hunger to fight because you got something to prove, or the hunger, I need money, bro. I will fuck everybody up for some money. You know, you just need to be some kind of hungry. And I get the impression that, yeah, I've always thought of him as the better of the Charlo brothers. And I feel that he proved that to me when he became undisputed. He is more accomplished than his brother. He is. And I think personally he's a better fighter than his brother. Now that shit with Canelo was embarrassing, but it's like, it's all right, bro. That shit was literally over a year ago going on too. If you do this right, that's the pass. You always one fight away from your best performance or your worst. Yeah. You come back, you fuck somebody up. The Canelo shit is yesterday, bro. It's yesterday. But what's taking so long, bro? And the other thing is, you know what's taking long? You're trying to come back under PBC. That's the problem. It wouldn't have took shit for you to call Eddie last year, yo, Eddie B, I'm trying to change things, whatever, da. Can I sign a Matchroom? You know what I mean? You could have did that last year so that when this year gets here, hit the ground running. You still rumors. Jermell may be when, bro? When is he coming back, bro? Where? On whose show? You know? So yeah, he could theoretically, but a lot of shit could happen theoretically. You know? Sky's over there, man. If you're Brandon Figueroa, for example, if I'm Brandon Figueroa, I think Brandon probably going to knock out Stephen Fulton this time. If I knock out Stephen Fulton, I'm either going to go to Golden Boy to make easy money, or I'm going to go to Top Rank for the big fights, because the biggest of the big fights, you would have to get them through Top Rank at 126. They got Raphael, they got Shushu. I heard they got options on Angelo, and that's a segue also to a potential Nick Ball fight. So if you Brandon, right, if you're smart, you got to change your decorum. The main problem all those PBC guys have, the ones that are still over there, is you are still over there. What the fuck is over there? The fuck are you waiting for? You got to jump ship, bro. You know?
Yeah, you're right about that. They got to jump ship, and it seemed like they have some type of, I don't know, well, according to what,
issues,
you know, like some kind of pride or loyalty to Al or some kind of racial pride. Well, I think online they have more of the racial pride. You gotta be, you know, loyal. That's why I didn't
maybe it is a loyalty thing, because it's another example before I pass it to Julio. You got a WBC champion in Alberto Puello. Nobody on this planet gives a shit that you have that belt. No one! But because you have a belt, you can parlay that into a 3 to 4 fight deal with Matchroom, who have a lot going on at 140, and they'll pay you. I'll bet you they'll pay you much better than you're being paid right now. But where is he? At the PBC, about to fight Sandor Martin. Go ahead, Julio.
I think part of it is that these guys literally made their careers taking as little risk as possible. And now it's like the training wheels are off and you actually have to start fighting people. I think that's part of it. They're just used to like not taking risks.
Could be that, just bad habits and accumulation of bad habits.
They're like a cat with an automatic feeder.
That's a good parallel. Shout out to Domo. Stipends left when AJ did, huh? LOL. Pansy, basically. Yeah, man. Because I heard he was paying them in increments. That was the rumor for a couple of years, that I was giving them dudes allowances and shit. So, you know, They're in a bad way now, but it is what it is. Like, all of this was predicted. All of this, there's nothing that's happening now that I didn't say would happen. You know what I mean? And this could be their last year in the sport before the whole thing is completely dissolved. Because I don't really see how you could survive on a schedule like this. I don't see how, bro, short of a fucking miracle. So, more of the same. More of the same. Shit picks up after this week. We get in Pacheco. Versus
Stephen Nelson.
That's gonna be a good fight. We got 2 fights that day. Dalton Smith got a fight, and then Pacheco and Nelson in the evening. So that's gonna be fun.
Don't forget the comeback of Omar Chavez, Jules.
How could I forget? I've been waiting for that since last year, bro.
Andy
Chavez.
Andy Cruz is on that undercard too of the Nelson Pacheco fight.
He's fucked, bro. Andy, he is fucked.
I like watching him box.
No, I don't think he's a bad boxer. I'm saying that he's a hot potato. It's not going to be a lot of guys that want to give him an opportunity. Keyshawn basically said he don't want to fight him. I was a little bit let down by that.
I mean, how many times are you going to get your ass kicked by a dude?
Yeah, I guess, but you just figure that you want to punch him in the mouth, you want to fuck him up, but Keyshawn killed that fucking idea.
I think Keyshawn probably figured out that he just doesn't feel like there's any way that he can beat him, and if he looks any better, if he views him as looking better in the pros, which I think he's looked pretty good. Keyshawn, the risk reward is not there for him, so I'm not. I mean, probably is ducking him, but
but you made a valid point. There's no. Aside from feelings, there's not a lot of reason to do it. Because you are further along. You about to fight for a title. He's still developing, as a professional. Whereas Keyshawn, you at the door of a world title right now. So I see it that what I'm gonna fight him for. But it's still, it's like if you looking at Andy and what's going on at 35, bro, you kind of fucked. Like, who are you gonna fight for a title? Who? I don't know.
Jules. But don't forget about Ernesto Mercado versus Jose Pedraza.
What about him?
Well, that kid is the one I was telling you about the other day. He's like an up and coming 140 pounder.
Yeah, but I mean, just on the Andy shit, it's because I'm on the Andy shit. It's like, he's fucked. Muratadja and Abdullaev are in line to fight for the IBF. Gervonta still has the WBA. Lomachenko is still around, more or less. And even if he's not, like I said, Muratadja is likely going to become IBF champion. Keyshawn's likely going to become WBO champion. Those guys are not going to give Andy the time of day. For what? The fuck you got that they need? Nothing. I don't know what Andy going to do, bro. He's a good fighter. I've seen him. He is a good fighter. He's coming along. But I just don't know what's going to happen for him. That's why I didn't get on the hype train. I don't care what you did in the amateurs, bro. This the pros. Amateurs is the amateurs and the pros is the pros. That's why Robisi got his ass beat 2 times by Rafael. Amateurs is the amateurs and the pros is the pros. Not every good amateur makes a good pro. I don't even know if Rotisserie going to keep fighting.
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you think he does with his career now?
I don't know, man. His girlfriend's got a really big ass, and that's expensive.
I heard there were rumors that he broke his orbital bone and that's why he quit.
Rafael,
So I mean that could be career ending there alone. I mean, we saw what happened to was it Billy Ray Cyrus, Billy Ray Jones,
Billy Ray.
Yeah,
he said Billy
Ray Valentine.
his old porky ass. He didn't come back and fight after Canelo finished.
Bro, he was finished. Like, I didn't even one fight, bro. One loss. He's done. One.
But he broke his orbital. I mean,
but so did Inouye, bro.
Yeah.
So did Daniel Dubois.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's built the same. You know that.
No, but that is the crux of it. They're like, yo, everybody, they ain't the same. Bro.
Well, that Canelo stimulus definitely helps.
Oh yeah, that helps. But bro, how long ago was that fight? That was what, 3 years, 4? That's a while.
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 3 pretty soon.
He probably spent all that money on hookers, bro. Damn.
The thing is, Billy Joe's always been a fat ass when he's not training, Jules. So
That is
I
true.
mean, that's what it is. The guy has no motivation to stay in shape.
He probably bought himself one of them RVs because remember, he's a gypsy. He don't need a lot. Long as he get to keep fucking his cousin, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that fucking
all they
guy.
need is a RV, sunlight, and water. That's all you
Yeah.
need for a gypsy community.
And some playing cards.
I'm sure Billy Joe's been eating them fucking fried Mars bars or whatever the fuck they eat over there.
That shit is disgusting, bro. Motherfuckers really sitting here frying Mars bars, bro. Why don't you just eat dirt, bro? Just eat dirt, bro. You just eat some garbage like a normal person, bro.
The food over there looks fucking terrible. Absolutely. Like fucking wet peas and French fries and shit.
Bro, them motherfuckers eat fucking French fries dipped in water, bro.
Just awful.
Disgusting, bro.
Wait, what?
Motherfuckers eating like they in the dark ages and shit.
Hey, Jules, it's like that meme said. The British Empire fucking conquered all these different parts of the world that have great food, and then you see their food and you're like, what the fuck happened there?
Bro, listen, I'm just going to say that if I wake up from a good sleep and the first thing I eat is beans, yeah, shoot me, bro. 'Cause I don't want to live that life, bro.
It's like the first thing you eat. It's like if like a dog was a human for a day. Like that's the type of shit they eat.
Motherfucker, wake up, eat some. Yeah, just shoot me, bro. Because I don't want to live that life.
They're probably cold too. That's like the worst.
Jules, they literally show pictures of that, and the fucking Brits love that shit. And I'm like, how the fuck is beans and toast so goddamn good?
And listen, and I love my Brits, by the way. I love my Brits. I love my British shit. But I gotta say, that shit they eat, no, just let's just end it today.
Yeah.
Let's just finish. Cause fuck that, bro. If I wake up eating beans, bro, what the fuck am I in World War II, bro? We eating rations?
You're a hobo. You're a hobo on a rail car.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the can, with the spoon, bro.
Dude, you're in the trenches, Jules. It's World War I.
That's fucking crazy. I see pictures of that shit, and I'll be like, yo, I gotta take a shit. Just looking at this picture, I gotta take a shit. Shout out to Fotex. Need your prediction on yo, I gotta be real, B. Yo, Steven ain't for play, bro. He's not like he might win that shit. He can punch, man. And Pacheco's trained by Benavidez' father, bro. This is a ticking time bomb. Shout out to Donald. Saddam Ali back in after 5 years. Yo, yeah, for real. That's crazy. I heard about that too. That he trying to
wow.
You remember Saddam Ali? Jaime bounced his ass off the canvas.
Yeah.
So wait, Saddam Ali came back to boxing before Jamal? That's sad.
Before Spence, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck me, bro.
Stay retired, man. Stay fucking retired. It's too much.
Shit is crazy, bro. I seen a video where they was letting British people, they was letting them eat like fried chicken that we eat. And they never ate nothing like that in their life, B. They was about to explode. Like, yo, this shit is this shit is mad good, bro. Y'all motherfuckers eating mule testicles or whatever the fuck y'all got going on, dipping them in Earl Grey and shit.
It's sheep's stomach, Jules, and it's deep fried.
Fuck that shit, bro. You can fuck that shit, bro.
I mean, just by the name alone, I wouldn't touch that shit. Haggis.
I'll tell you what though, because that's what they eat. You got to remember that also in London, there's a vibrant Caribbean community. So there's Caribbean food over there too, and there is also Nigerian food. So you gonna get your jollof rice, and it's not gonna be that shit that other motherfuckers eat. They're like, yes, it's food out there. You just got to know what community to get it at, because there's Caribbean food out there. It's Caribbean folks.
There's Indian food too.
Yeah, but I'm not eating that shit, bro. That shit makes you shit too
like
much,
Indian
bro.
Food?
Man, fuck that shit, bro.
Indian food is excellent.
Dude, Indian
Yeah,
food is
I know.
good, man.
Nah,
fuck
I,
that
I got
shit.
I got PTSD watching any of those street videos. I'm afraid to eat it.
Motherfucker just rubbing on his
Man.
dick and then slap his hand on some
Well,
chicken. Like,
wait,
man,
wait,
fuck
wait,
You gotta
that
try
You
shit.
some
don't eat
chicken
the,
65.
you don't eat the street food. You go to a bona fide
Bro,
restaurant.
Because
man. You
they
don't go
not
to
rubbing their
fucking
dicks and
Come
asses
on,
in
dude.
there.
The heat kills the germs. It's like 90,000 degrees in India.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
You know
that
what I
shit.
mean?
clearly not. Or it creates bacteria, one or the other.
It's like 99 degrees there, so all the germs are
Motherfucker
dead.
just taking a shower with the chicken.
Yeah, I saw one with a dude. The dude was using his toenail to cut chicken. He was literally
Jules,
cutting the chicken up with his toenail.
Motherfucker
Jules,
wipe
why?
his
Fuck
nose
out of
with
here with
a
that
pork
whack
chop.
shit, man.
Jules, why are you looking like that rat in New York that was bathing itself?
I'm trying to tell you that. Nah, I don't play with food, bro. Like I don't like certain shit I can't fuck with, and that's saying a lot because I used to eat from halal carts on the regular. I used to get my gyro on, my lamb and rice, but it's like, yeah, nah, fuck that shit. Some shit is nasty, bro. I don't
Nah,
I'm
dude.
good. I'm good. Y'all eat that shit.
You need garlic naan, chicken tikka masala, and man, some of the lentils and stuff. Man, all that stuff is good.
That shit is not
For
lentils,
real.
bro. That's dry skin floating in broth.
No, it ain't. You lying, motherfucker, man.
It's dry skin, bro. Those are skin shavings, bro.
Don't try to gross people out on that, man. Come on.
Nah, man. Country's right, dude. In San Francisco, there's some bomb ass Indian restaurants.
Yeah.
Like on
man.
Geary Street.
Y'all better than me.
There's some good places in the Tenderloin. I don't know if you've been there.
There's some good ones down here too, in southern, up here in Sacramento, man, too, for real.
Yeah, there's some good ones all over the place over here.
Shout out to
I love a good
ASVP.
chicken 65. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Chicken 69, bro. You ever had chicken 69?
I have. I got pink eye. I'm allergic.
Shout out to ASVP. And So Cold adds like 25 pounds on fight night. I got him winning. Yo, and Matchroom, they sometimes they guys, they take that L, bro. Pedro said Gypsy Bump, they Campo Piazza, traffic, they cuz. Oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo, oh fuck, I bit my fucking lip thinking about food. Fuck y'all. Talking about food. Spit the inside of my mouth.
Easiest way to go on a diet. Easiest way to go on a diet is think of
Don't
Indian
get mad
food.
at
You
us
know what a
because you
fucking
did that.
Shout out to motherfucking John Destruction. Do you guys think Bud can beat Derry Vianchenko? You know that's a damn good question. You know that, right? That's when you think about that fight. Sergey really gonna try. Like he would really come at Bud, and he's a tough dude. Like he went all 12 with motherfucking Mobili, bro.
He almost beat
And with
Jaime.
Jaime.
He beat Jaime's ass.
That accents the craziness of all of this. It's like if you thought about Bud taking a warm-up fight before Canelo, it better not be nobody from 68. It's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous.
Jules, I'm telling you, that man has hit his ceiling. I don't see how he's going to gain more weight and get better. I just don't.
He's carrying the extra weight is another thing that everybody just acting like it's just weight. No, that shit is gonna slow you down.
Exactly.
Gonna slow you down carrying extra weight, boy.
I just saw Bud last week, and he didn't look but maybe $160, $165, maybe 170. He don't look. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna take those shots from Canelo. And look, I love Crawford. He's probably my favorite fighter. But if Canelo got the shit beat on him for 36 rounds against Triple G, and Bud's gonna knock him down. Come on, man. Let's
I gotta see it. But I guess that's all part of the packaging. That Bud is so dominant. It's hard to imagine somebody just whooping his ass. But at the same time, let's be real. You 37, bro. 37.
Exactly. And he's going to get old at some point. He ain't going to be the same Bud that everybody's been used to seeing.
But that's why we pay for the fight, man, to see something that we can't quite wrap our minds around. Because I don't know, man. Maybe Bud knows something that we don't fucking know, and we got to buy the pay-per-view to see it. I don't know. Or maybe he's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
I mean, he at 150
fight Bud versus Murtazaliev. That's a tough ass fight right
I would
there.
like that fight. I would like that fight if he was staying at 54. But it's like you figure that now that we know for sure, it's not speculation that Turkey's trying to make this fight. We know it for sure. His next move is centered around that move because that's the end game. So what is he about to fight at 160? Is he?
I don't think. I honestly, I don't think he'll fight. I honest to God think he will sit out until the Canelo fight.
That that might be the safest.
I don't think
move,
he's gonna fight. I think in my opinion is I think his mindset is I've done everything I wanted to do. I think he won the belt at 154 to get the big money. You know, he would have took the fight at 154 to kind of test himself. Which, by the way, his power didn't seem to carry at all at 154. Number two, I think there's too much risk into it. If he goes and he fights anyone at 160, 168, irregardless, and he ends up getting hurt, he ends up getting beat. Do that 25, 50, $75 million, whatever he's going to make the Canelo fight, that's done. I don't think you're going to see Bud get in that ring ever again unless Canelo's involved. If Canelo doesn't fight
honestly,
him,
that makes them you hit the nail on the head because it's like even if you fight a guy and you win, your hand, your fucking elbow, rib type hurt. It's like even if you win, it's going to be punches that get in. It's like, do you really want to jeopardize an even bigger payday than the Spence one was? Do you really want to do that? Can you afford to do that? He might not fight. Like Canelo might fight in May. I don't know against who, but he might fight. But you know what? Maybe Bud don't fight until September. Maybe he don't.
Jules, and then think about this. So if that ends up being the case, that literally means an entire year off, and he's going to be 38 years old. I mean, that's not exactly a recipe for a win.
No, I mean, like, look at Leonard. That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only oddball example of a dude that, like, he was coming off a lot of inactivity at a new weight, but he was competitive with Marvin. He was. Is Bud about to do that? I don't know. Tune in on Dragon Ball Z. Next episode, right? That's what we pay to see, Because it is hard to imagine somebody whooping his ass, but it's like he's only human, bro. He's 37 years old. He's the older guy. He's the naturally smaller guy. The night of, he might be coming off over a year of inactivity. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
He looked like the smaller guy. He didn't look like the bigger guy against Matronov. I mean, he looked 154 is his ceiling. I mean, that's it. So. I hate to say that, but it's a cash grab, man. I mean, Bud Crawford is a generational fighter, but it's a pure cash grab. And his relationship that he's made with Turkey obviously is very good. And so Turkey wants to make him happy because Turkey is a fan more than anything. He appreciates Bud and his skill set, and this is what Bud wants. I mean, he wants Canelo, and he has the money to do it. But the fight, I hate to say this, the fight is, in my opinion, will be fairly one-sided. Because I will even go as far to say that I don't think we saw the same Bud that we saw against Spence. I mean, the guy, Spence,
I'm not
unbeatable.
I'll say this. When I saw Bud against Madrimov, it's not that I thought, he don't have it no more. It's not that. It's that I did feel he hit a ceiling. Like beyond 154, you can't do it.
No,
you need more. Okay. You need more time at this weight because I don't agree with this. His power carried because Madrimov was respecting his power. Madrimov usually jumps in, hyper aggressive guy. He was more careful with Bud. That's how I knew. Yeah, Bud's still cracking him. It's just. He's not knocking him out, but he is cracking him because Madrimov is respecting him. But it's like, now we talking about 68, bro. All right, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
That's a bit of a stretch.
I think the thing is that Steven Nelson is his sometimes a sparring partner, right? Steven Nelson is a big guy. He's not boxing at 168 when they're sparring. Yeah, I mean, he balloons up in weight. So I think his attitude is like, well, Steven Nelson's one of, in my opinion, one of the better guys at this weight class. If I can handle him, if I feel like I could maybe beat him, then why can't I fight Canelo?
What? Let's just say this. As difficult as it is, nobody ever did anything that was difficult by telling themselves they can't do it.
No, you're right.
He believes he can do it. Let's see if he can. He believes he could do it. Let's see if he can. No,
I mean, look, I think you guys earned the right to do it. I mean, he's done everything. I mean, he's played by the rules done everything. I mean, if this is his way of making a large amount of money and he sees it as a 50-50 fight, let's be honest, his legacy is intact. What are people going to say? Oh, he's a fraud. He lost to Canelo. Yeah, he went up 2 weight classes and he got beat by a pound for pound generational fighter. Oh boy. I mean, no one's going to look.
And the shit, and the other shit is that you always got crazy motherfuckers like Usyk that look. Usyk just fought a motherfucker that weighed like 55 pounds more than he did. He was pushing the pace on him and pushing him back and taking so let's see. That's why I don't poo-poo on the fight. I'm gonna leave that door open for, I don't know, maybe something crazy is about to happen, but just outside looking in, yeah, you gotta favor Canelo. Yeah, if just looking at the shit the way it is, if Bud about to do some crazy shit, let's see.
I mean, I would love to see Bud beat him. I mean, it's not like Canelo's already had losses before. Canelo's legacy is intact. I mean, no one's going to think anything less of it. I mean, if Bud Crawford wins that fight, you could start arguing he's a top 10 fighter of all time.
Yeah, I would go that if he went, because Canelo's not some bum. He's not just a guy with a belt at 60. Like, he's not. No. And that's the part about the fight that I do like. That it's like, yeah, this Hector and Achilles be like this.
Yeah, but Jules, the problem with that is, like, we know that he's not a bum, but look at all these people that discredit him. And I'm not talking about like the egos of the world. I'm talking about Tim Bradley and Sean Porter, all these guys that have podcasts that are really like, these guys are always taking shits on Canelo, and I get it because of the fights and he's not fighting Benavidez and blah 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 blah. But I mean, is it going to be a significant win if he's fighting the so-called unskilled fighter?
Do you know why? No, wait, one at a time.
No, what I'm saying is, like, put yourself in the shoes of
no. Listen to me.
Tim Bradley.
The reason that shit, right, at least from where I'm sitting, doesn't matter is, understand something. Them guys taking shots at you, they don't give you credit for the good guys you beat. They don't give you credit for unifying this division in 11 months. They don't give you credit for Danny Jacobs, even though he was IBF champion at the time and one of the best middleweights in the world. A lot of them don't give you credit for the Golovkin fights, right? So it's like, you at a point where, look, it's not about appeasing them. I can't see my career through the eyes of my haters because they already don't give me credit for nothing. So I don't expect them to give me credit for Crawford. They don't give me credit for the guys that was at this weight class. Yeah. If somebody else would have fought Jaime, say Edgar would have fought Jaime, or David Benavidez would have fought Jaime, they'd have been cool with that shit. If them guys would have fought Edgar, they'd have been cool with that. Yeah, Benavidez versus Edgar. Yeah, so it's clear that, look, I can't win with y'all, and now at this point, I ain't even trying to, bro. Yeah, if he want to give me $100 million or whatever he about to give me to fight this guy, I'll take it.
I'm just saying they're gonna just get it their way either way, and that's just the problem that we have with this culture, with the people that are supposed to be these professional boxing pundits. And if you're not giving any credit to these people, then what does that make the other opponent? Like, what does that make Crawford then? How could he be great? How could he be great for beating this guy who's not skilled? How could he be great for coming up to beat this guy who you regard as he's not that good. He's all right. He's a ducker.
To me, this fight,
the logic here,
it has an interesting dichotomy where it's like, no harm, no foul if Bud loses, but if Canelo loses, I feel like he's gonna get crucified.
Oh, he is. Exactly. If he were to lose,
so how does this fight get made?
I mean, it's gonna, irrespective of that, Canelo, the way that they describe Canelo is not reality. It's I'm sorry, but it's not. And it's not because I'm a Canelo fan. It's the truth. He fought Trout, and Trout was a dangerous guy at the time. Maybe y'all forgot, or y'all pretend y'all forgot so y'all could talk shit. But Trout was a dangerous, high-risk, low-reward guy at the time. Canelo's star was ascending, and he didn't have to fight him, but he did. He didn't have to fight Lara. His star was ascending, but he did. Against Oscar's wishes. And it took him a little bit to fight Golovkin, but eventually he did it, which is more than we could say for a lot of other fighters, bro. It didn't take 5 years. The craziest shit is they're so mad at Canelo. Listen, The amount of time you had to wait for Golovkin versus Canelo, you know what it was? 1 year. That's how long you had to wait. 1 year. How long did it take for you to get Crawford versus Spence?
5.
How long? Right? Did you get Wilder and AJ? How long did you have to wait to see Better Beef and Bivol fight each other? Because I could count. Them dudes reigned as champions parallel to each other for 7 years, bro. 7 years. It took a while. So Canelo don't make you wait long for a lot of shit. And if you still bitching and moaning about him like that, yeah, it's clear he's never gonna do nothing right with you because what you want to do is see him lose. And unless he's losing, you won't be happy. You won't. It's not about giving him credit. It's not that he got to prove it to me. With this Canelo kid, they just want him to lose. And if he's not losing, they're not happy. Because he already proved the shit. He already did. If you really take away all the bullshit that people say on a day-to-day and just look at his career, it's like, yeah, like, I don't know what the fuck else y'all want. The fuck else y'all want?
You know, my only hope is that fight ends in a draw.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Bud should fight Skull at 168. You know what's crazy? I'm hearing Canelo might fight him. ASVP said, I really hope Bud has one more virtuoso type performance up his sleeve because that's what it's going to take to beat Canelo. I agree. It's an uphill battle, but I'm not knocking him because if you look at it from Bud's perspective, yo, look, I fought a dude. Bud is in a different place. I could see that the shit that people say, it does affect him. Because it's like, yo, I beat Spence. This the dude y'all put on a pedestal. I whooped that man's ass. I made it look easy. And all y'all been doing since then is making excuses for him. Try making excuses for him when I beat him. You can't. He's bigger than me. He's younger than me. He's better than Spence was. He's a way better fighter than Errol Spence. He's one of the best in the world. I'll fight him. Can't make excuses for him. You can't tear this victory down.
It's ballsy, I'll say that.
And when you at that age, he's 37, so I figure that he's at an age where it's like, yeah, I could do a run, but I'm not really motivated by that. I want to do something that make me feel alive while I'm in danger.
Well,
I'm fight Canelo.
He's done it.
What if it's an exhibition?
An exhibition?
Yeah, what if it's an exhibition? Would you care to see it?
Well, no, I wouldn't want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have some credibility. I mean, he's already made the run twice. He's done the undisputed thing twice. I mean, how's it gonna? You know, it's like watching the Hangover movies. First one was phenomenal. Yeah. Second one went too bad. Third one, nah. I mean, after your third time you run through a division at that age, he's probably like, fuck it, I already done that enough. Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I've been
what is the last
undisputed
challenge?
2 times. Right. If you him, I've been there's people, there are so many people in my sport that are never gonna be undisputed once. I did it twice. And I've been lineal in almost every division, save this one. I've been lineal in almost every division I've been in. They keep telling me I ain't fight nobody, yet I've been lineal 3 times. Undisputed 2. At this point, clearly winning these belts is not enough. I need something bigger than that. I need something better than that. I need to go fight Canelo. And I don't knock him. Go ahead. It's your career. You're going to make a lot of money, win or lose. So go ahead. And I will buy the pay-per-view. You know, I get it. Now, at this point, I'm going to go to sleep. And I will be going live this weekend, not once but twice, for the Dalton Smith card and then the Pacheco versus Nelson. You fucking bitches.
Amen.
See you on the next one.
Peace out, Castlevania Jules.
Boxing great again.
Have a good